Joe Rogan Podcast. Check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night, all day.
Yeah, well, he's the nicest guy in the world. That's part of the problem.
No, he's very sweet,
Yeah.
but it was when they tell you the story of it, it was he was like at a comedy club once, and like somebody in the audience made fun of him. He's like, "I'm going to go to a place where no one upsets anybody ever. I'm going to make a place like that," and that was the Comedy Magic Club.
Still, they would let us roll in there. They did stop Joey from doing shows there, though.
Did they really?
Because there's
I've
too
done
many
spots
people
there.
that were like normal people that would come in when Joey was opening for me. Joe, you're eating her ass from behind. You're doing the pigeon when your nose goes in her asshole.
They seem
people are
to-
like, no way.
They let Tosh do whatever he wanted, I think.
Yeah,
Tosh was
they'll-
able to roll, and when they asked me to do spots there, like eventually when I went there, I was like, I don't know. It's like it's a weird spot for me to do if it's a clean club. No, they're like, you could do your thing. Like, you can do
Clean
your
clubs
thing.
are odd. There used to be this place in Mount Vernon, New York called the Champagne Comedy Club. It was like an all-black room, and the guy who ran it was like very Christian, very religious, and he was like, no motherfuckers. He goes, I don't want to hear no motherfuckers. He goes, you don't see that bitch had a big ass. You see that woman had a wide behind. Like he had a whole speech he would give you before you would work there.
Yeah.
What you would say. And I was-
I've only tried to work clean a few times. So I used to open for Nate Bargatze, who is like
Super clean.
I
The
mean,
cleanest.
one of the cleanest.
Yeah.
But brilliant. You don't even know
Hilarious.
that he's clean until
yeah.
somebody points it out.
That's
like
why he's phenomenal.
Gaffigan. Like same
Yes.
thing as Gaffigan.
But
like,
he's
nobody
even cleaner than
cares that he's
Gaffigan.
clean.
Gaffigan will curse once in a while. Nate, he's never said a curse word on microphone ever.
That's not true.
Crazy.
I don't think so.
No, he was hammered one night, New York Comedy Club. He called a lady a cunt immediately. We had to stop her boyfriend from attacking him. He doesn't. He
Was it on camera though?
no.
No.
Oh, I mean, maybe like the in-house of the comedy club, but
Maybe.
man, it was great.
What a great viral
I wish-
video that would be.
Oh, I wish that existed somewhere. We took him to a Korn concert. He got obliterated. And then that was, I said, where he like Mr. Magoo through a mosh pit like I've never seen somebody before. I mean, bodies flying all around him on a hill in mud. And Nate just walked through. Do you remember the story at all? It was Family Values Tour.
I remember. Yeah.
And he walks through, and no one hit him at all. And then he just looks at us and gives a thumbs up. And then he sees this big muscly guy next to him. And he just goes, eh? And shoves that guy. And then the guy shoved Nate pretty much across the pit again. And he just came back over to us laughing and smiling. And then he demanded that we go do a spot in New York Comedy Club.
He was at Skankfest one year. We Josh Adameyer's Goddamn Comedy Jam. So, and it's always very heavy metal at Skankfest. We all do like metal songs. Tony singing System of a Down. Jay always does Slipknot. And what song was it? It was Slipknot, right? We were doing the Wall of Death.
Oh, no. It was Break Stuff, Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit, yeah. So there's a breakdown where like the music kind of like is just playing, right? And Jay starts a wall of death. If you've never been to a heavy metal concert, essentially the entire floor splits open, and it's just two. Like on both sides, two walls of people just staring at each other, just ready. And then when the music drops, they all converge and just like kill each other.
There's great video. There's videos of it. Rob Dukes from Exodus has like one of the biggest ones ever.
Yeah,
We
Wall of
started
Death.
one.
It's a great thing at a metal concert. So we did
looks
this
awesome.
at Skankfest, and Nate's never been to a metal concert, so he's just hammered. This is when he was drinking. He's just like bopping around like in the middle of it. He doesn't
Everyone
realize.
splits. He's standing in the middle, and I'm doing the song, so I'm going. At one point, off microphone though, I'm just trying to go. I'm like Nate. I'm like, dude, you gotta like, you know what? And he just keeps raising his beer. He's like, and I was
That's
like,
hilarious.
No, and like we couldn't interlude anymore. The bass player's fingers were gonna start bleeding if he kept interluding, so we had to get to the end of the song, and then so I'm on microphone at that point. I'm like, Nate, move. Nate, you gotta move, and he's just like, I'm good,
He's
but
like, I am moving, man.
and we hit that break
Break your
fucking face, break your fucking face. This audience convergent, and I remember just seeing Nate, like they smash in, and Nate went like this, boop. Like you just saw him like pop up and go back down to the pile. He was in there somewhere, but yeah, feeling no pain.
Yeah.
Who started the mosh pit? That seems like one of the craziest elements in all of music.
I'm gonna
is
give it
that
to
there's
black people.
Agreed upon.
We stole it.
We stole most things from them.
We stole it from them. Jazz,
Right.
rock, the mosh pit.
Rock and roll for sure.
It had to be punk rock, right? Probably 70s, like Sex
Yes,
Pistols.
I wish I knew. I remember I was dating a girl when I was 21, and she was really into like these crazy bands. And she went to this band, and she was in a mosh pit and got fucking concussion from a headbutt. and then came over to my apartment afterwards. I'm like, why are you doing that?
Sex Pistols, hell yeah.
Sex Pistols.
What is funny, the difference in like what like people that are like hardcore metal people would think of a band like Korn or Disturbed or bands like that, where it's like those are the mosh pits more that I've been around in my life, where there's almost like the guy on stage is even making it soft. He's like, if a brother falls down, it's always like some kind of Valhalla speech. If a brother falls, you pick your brother up. You don't stomp him. And it's all about like, pulling each other off the ground and banging into each other and walking in circles.
Just bump into each other.
Okay.
I went to a small show at the Old Knitting Factory in Manhattan for a band. I forget what they were called, but it was like they stopped the show because the mosh pit. I was like watching from above, but the mosh pit was like punch kick. And people were getting fucked.
Yeah, it's like hardcore shows.
Yeah, but
Hardcore
that's-
shows are it's like fist fighting.
If you're a crazy person and you know how to fight and you just decide to go into a mosh pit because you could just start tuning up on people.
I don't think you're. So here's what happens. There's videos that go viral all the time. Like if there are guys that do that, they just try to hit people. Those guys will typically get jumped by everybody in the mosh pit because you're supposed to be punching and kicking, but you're not supposed to be actually targeting somebody with it. If an accident happens, it happens. But it's like
So ridiculous.
Yeah, but you'll see people get jumped. There'll be guys that are being dickheads in the mosh pit, and then everyone will beat the shit out of them because they're not being violent the right way.
I gotta tell you, it was maybe the
What a
funniest.
weird
thing.
agreement.
It was the funniest concert experience I've ever had was with Lewis at Pantera. We went to go see them. It was 2 times ago that we saw them at Madison Square Garden.
Pantera's Love?
You were just Lewis was just having again some other. I'll always call Lewis to go to a few. He doesn't go to a lot of concerts with me, but like the nostalgic ones that'll hit him, he'll go to sometimes. So Pantera, he'll always want to bring his sister, and we go. And he goes, he's in a good mood. He's feeling good, and we're in our 40s, so he's not looking to really get in the mosh
Well, the other
pits or
thing
anything.
about now, like, and it's a generational thing, like Pantera, when I first saw Pantera live, Ozfest 97, Giant Stadium, the entire floor became a mosh pit.
Yeah.
And I was a kid. It was the scariest thing I had ever seen. People started jumping over the rafters. There's videos of this, like jumping. Oops.
Okay.
He's got a weapon. Jesus Christ, he's in a flashback right now.
This is how your father got put
Let's
down.
see if we can find a video of that.
People started jumping over the barriers, like from above at Giant Stadium, and just spilling into the floor. The entire floor turns into a mosh pit. I'm 13 years old, 14 years old.
Imagine you're working security at that place, and you're just a kind of retired guy who takes a security job.
Oh yeah,
That's it.
it's the worst.
You have to go to the mosh pit.
Pull people apart.
You're 62.
Yeah. Hey, somebody get old Glenn from the front. We need more people in the pit.
He used
This
to work
is it.
for like some Long Island police station.
This is
Now
it,
he's
yeah.
security.
This is literally it, dude.
Ozfest 99.
There's me. There's my sister.
Ozfest 99. Less
No, this is
rapey than Woodstock
97.
99.
This is 97.
So it's weird too because they're just playing for the field. Like everyone's just walking around. There's no seats.
Oh yeah, on the floor. The
Yeah, they're
stadium
not.
shows.
Like that doesn't look like there's any seats there anywhere. Looks like everybody's just kind of jammed in there.
The whole floor is standing room, and then there's seating in the stands.
Oh, so you're a pussy if you're in the stands.
Yeah.
That's why these people in the stands are hopping the fence right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
this
there
is-
is zero security in this
Yeah, look.
joint. This is it. Look how far these guys are jumping.
Again, this is
too.
like probably like the second or third Ozfest, maybe.
Yeah, it's early.
So it's like it was like no one knew what to expect from this.
It was Fear Factory, Marilyn Manson. They tried to ban Marilyn Manson from this. This was like a big controversy on MTV
Why?
because he was the devil.
Getting lost in those things. Yeah, I remember
That's it.
my ex-wife.
He's just the devil.
Started a big fire
all.
riot, and when they were in Columbus, I think it was that year. So it
my
could have been part of that.
My ex-wife on one of our earliest like dates, I took her to Ozfest lawn seats. I was pretty proud that I got them for free, and we were in the middle lawn for Slipknot doing Spit It Out, and got stuck in like a thing where they make everybody get on the ground, and you're locked in, and then again the whole lawn turns into a crazy mosh pit.
And if you're not like a metalhead, she's like just a normal chick. She's like a comedy club waitress. She's not into Slipknot and devil music.
No.
So he brings her on a second date to this place, which is just
she was Latina, and not super into Slipknot. She got into it though. Pretty exhilarating moment for her. But when we went to see Pantera at the Garden, we were right near the mosh pit, and these two guys, and like these two Mexican guys and two white guys, like middle-aged white guys, started getting into it, and really like fighting. Like they were throwing punches. the white guys had a kid with them, and then Lewis went and like pulled people apart. He like jumped in pretty early in it to pull them apart and be like,
I
"Everybody
need to make sure justice is being served at all times. When I
Yeah.
see something, whatever it is, if there's not justice happening, I got to jump in.
Yeah. As a self-hating Hispanic, you were really rooting for those white guys. But he pulled them apart. And then, I don't know, we could see, like, even though these guys got separated, you can see the Latino guys are fucking, they're plotting. They're not done yet. And we're just kind of semi-observing it, but it piqued Lewis's interest for some reason. And he did a mother of the neighborhood, like, walks. Did you walk the white guys over or the Hispanic guys over?
I don't remember who I did,
You
but I
walked
walked
one to
them
the other
together.
like arm, like wrist, hand and wrist like this. Goes, come on, guys, this is enough. And I'm watching from a distance these guys being in each other's face again. And Lewis, Pantera's playing, and I just see Lewis be like, come on, like doing, and like making them hold hands and like touching them hands.
I made them shake.
He made them
hands.
shake hands in front, and I watched them reluctantly do it, but it never changed. Lewis came back with a real sense of like, I did something good there. But those guys never stopped glaring at each other the whole time.
They probably kill each other in the parking lot afterwards.
And then the guy comes over to Lewis, like towards the end of the thing, or maybe it was to me. He just said it, but like he came over, and I was like, "You guys all good?" And he goes, "What the fuck was that, man?" He's like, "Those guys fucking started shit with us, and then your friend made us shake hands with them." They had there was no beef squashed whatsoever. But Lewis, but just the fact you went over there and he made them shake hands. They did it.
But at least even if you just make someone shake hands, it de-escalates a little bit. It definitely de-escalates more than there's no out.
Yeah.
Because the problem with guys is when they don't feel like they have an out with dignity, they just keep talking shit, and then they get themselves into a problem.
There's an ego thing that happens where you're like, there has to be an end to this story.
Exactly.
And in my mind, when I'm angry, it has to be me beating your fucking ass.
Or
if the
a
end
guy
is the
comes
cops
in
come,
and makes you shake hands, and that's the end.
Yeah.
And you avoid the violence.
it's a
And
logical end.
The problem we're having now, especially if we go to like these metal shows, is Lewis had a gripe with a guy at a concert 2 concerts ago we went to. A real thing. He's like,
Nine Inch Nails.
He had 9 Inch Nails. He's like, this fucking guy over here. And then Lewis was having a hard time letting it go. And then when push came to shove near each other, it's like security was come over. He goes, hey, that guy's like a fan of yours.
I can't freak out anymore. I do Rogan and Kill Tony. Now
Lewis
people know who I am, so I can't have public outbursts.
Lewis, since I was kind of almost like making us move, so Lewis would stop obsessing over like dealing with the guy. Because me and Lewis share a lot of similar traits in that way. I do the same thing. So I'm like, we're going to move somewhere else. And as we're moving, Lewis goes up to the guy in his ear and starts whispering in the guy's ear. And I'm watching the guy nod his head yes. He's like, yeah. And then they finally kind of get Lewis away, and I go, what did you say in his ear? He goes, a bunch of terrible, awful things that I was going to do to him. I go, he was just nodding yes. And then the security came over like 15 minutes later and was like, hey, that guy just went, he's like, he's a fan. He's a fan of yours. And and the security knew us too. He was like, also, I love your guys' stuff too, but that guy I think's also a fan. He's
I lost a fan that day. That guy literally will never like my shit ever again.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's
also
the
Nine
one
Inch
place-
Nails is such not a tough, like, it's not tough music. It's like goth chick music. Fucking
All of us had mascara running down our face having these fights. I'm going to punch you because my dad didn't care. Did you go to a lot of concerts growing up?
Yeah.
What kind of
yeah,
bands
I
were you
did.
into? Were they
But,
crazy
You know,
shows?
I'm so much older than you guys. So when I was in high school was the 80s. So like the first band I ever went to see live was the Jay Giles Band.
Nice.
Yeah.
Peter
like,
Wolf?
Nah, 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 nah,
Of course.
nah.
Oh, that's
Remember
fun.
that?
Yeah, of
Angels
course.
Centerfold. He was huge back then. And then I saw George Thorogood. I saw George Thorogood with some other dude. Oh, Johnny Winter. That's who it was. The albino dude.
That is ugly motherfuckers you went
Oh
to go
my
see.
God, it was amazing.
George Thorogood looks like fucking Rusty from European Vacation.
Does he look like that now? Is that what you're saying?
Now I bet he looks terrible. No, back then he always that really is. It's music for like ginger guys to fix a car and do this to. George Thorogood.
A
Look,
1981 song. That's what it is. It's like a great song from 81. That's
great.
what he was.
The speech.
There he was. Bad to the bone.
The speech in the beginning of One Bourbon, One Shot, One Beer is one of my favorite things. Look, man, come down now.
Yeah. So I did see a bunch of concerts when I was in high school.
Boston. I mean, it's a big city for shows.
Yeah.
But did you go as a kid? I feel I never went
Well, I worked at a
kid.
concert venue too for a while. I worked at Great Woods.
Oh yeah.
So I was a security guard at Great Woods. Was this performance? I think it's still around.
Yeah. Amphitheater.
Yeah, it's like an amphitheater. And the problem with that place is if anybody was talking on stage, you could only hear it underneath the thing. You couldn't hear it in the lawn. So like lyrics would bleed out into the lawn, like, or someone doing comedy would bleed out into the lawn. It was a nightmare when comics performed there because you got tickets on the lawn. You couldn't understand what the fuck they were saying. It was just all this weird echo shit.
I did comedy in front of Slipknot and Korn there in that place, in that venue particularly.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I saw Dangerfield there when I was working there. I saw Bill Cosby there when I was working there. The Cosby, I wasn't paying attention though. I had no intention of being a comedian.
You got to pay
at the
attention on
time.
that guy.
Well, I was 19 years old and I just had no patience. I had no intentions of ever being a comedian.
Well, he would
back
do like
then.
3 hours, right? Like he would do like really, really long shows, but it was the same. It was always the same act, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Were they that long?
2.5. I heard it was. Yeah.
He was there, I believe. I'm trying to remember who else. Definitely, I paid to see Kinnison there. That was wild. And then,
Do you think people like Kinnison would have grown with the times?
no. I think Kinnison, he would have had to sober up. And if he sobered up, I don't know if he'd be the same thing. He's like the best example of a guy who was maybe the greatest and most influential comedian of all time for like a year. Like when he came, there was a moment when he was talking about like Jesus on the cross. I think his last words
I'd
were,
be
"Oh,
okay.
not my left hand, not my left hand."
You can help me if you get it back of a hammer.
It was
You
like
know?
a completely different kind of comedy. The thing about homosexual necrophiliacs paying money to be with the freshest male customers, going to the mortuaries and paying money, that bit is fucking crazy. It's so funny. The bit
no.
about the starving kids in Africa, like, holy shit, man. But it only lasted for a short window. And then the stuff after that, he was partying so much. The material was not anywhere near as good. It was all like the points weren't interesting.
But do you think he had it in him to evolve?
He would have had to fucking clean his act up, I think. I think what you're seeing is a guy, first of all, who develops his act over like 10 years before he makes it. And when he makes it, he's fucking good. I mean, he's like one of the best ever. And then he has to come up with a whole new act in a year, but he's just doing coke and he's partying and he's hanging out with Bon Jovi.
Well, that's like what it is like with everybody. It's like everyone does their first like album or special, and it's like a collection of everything for a decade or 15 years, and then it's like you're supposed to reproduce that every year or two after that. Like Bill Burr and Louis C.K. sort of created this standard of putting out a brand new hour every year or two, which is like almost
ginger assholes. You heard it here first. Where's my camera? You ginger assholes.
well, it's almost unsustainable to like
Go
do it
listen to
that
George
way.
Thorogood, you fucking rusty looking piece of shit.
The thing is, it's like, why do we care if that's what they want to do? Like, why don't we just do what we do? Why are we even comparing?
Because
That's
when I
the
show up
thing.
when I show up back into another market a year later and I'm doing the same material, I feel like a fucking asshole.
I do.
Yeah. Well, you probably should, but you also probably should just go at your own pace. Some people want to think of a special as a special, like this is the best shit that I've come up with over the last 5 years or whatever.
Yeah.
And some people want to think like, no, it's just like keep releasing new comedy. But we all know that your jokes get better when you keep tuning them up.
Of course.
Right? And that I think it's a certain amount of a cooking process that they all need.
Well, it'll just continue to get better. I just filmed a special, and now I've been because it's not out yet, so I've still been working the material.
And now you get new tags.
Oh, it's pissing me off.
That's because of comfort.
Oh my
It's
god,
the worst.
the best tags.
The best tags.
And they're useless.
Comfort, yeah.
Always.
That's because you're more comfortable now.
Yeah.
I said your best recording. Who said that recently? Your best recording of your hour is never going to be the hour you recorded.
You're right.
Like it's not going to be that one.
Yeah.
I remember when
can't.
I did my last like material special, Dog Belly. It was like, man, really wish we could have gotten that 7 o'clock show on Friday in Buffalo. Buffalo Helium just ate it up. That's the show where you were done, and I was like, this is it. This is the rhythm of it, and this is the one.
Yeah, it's like when there's something on the line and it's like ready record. It's just a different thing. It's
Well, you
That's
just
why you do
live like a
the live one
lunatic.
is crazy.
yeah. But I did that because I was scared of it.
How nerve wracking was that?
Oh, so weird. It was so much
Was yours
different.
before or after Chris Rock's?
After. All your favorite NBA players are back, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. Steph Curry drilling logo threes, Donovan Mitchell taking over, and Cade Cunningham leading the next wave. DraftKings, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, is live when the others aren't. Bet quarters, player props, scoring runs, and more, all while the action unfolds. New customers, bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass, plus score $300 if your bet wins, paid in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code ROGAN. That's code ROGAN. Bet just $5 and get 3 months of League Pass plus $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, pass-through of per wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
So I think
were you freaking out because he flubbed
Another
his
thing
joke?
stolen from the black man. Write it down, Lewis.
it wasn't my idea. I just want to say it was Netflix idea. But
Because he flubbed the line in his his last bit, which was
I
like the
know.
line.
Whoopsies.
Oh,
Yeah. I definitely treated it different than any other set.
He's like, when I fresh the slap prints, shit. Fuck me running. Positions,
no.
first positions, everyone.
Yeah. It's a weird thing, man, to just go ready, live, go to like millions of people. It's a weird thing. But I was in my head, I was like, but why? Why is it any different than a show? Well, it's all you're mind fucking yourself. So what would it prevent you from mind fucking yourself? Just go over your material with such a fine-tooth comb that when you get up on stage, you can be just loose and completely relaxed. You're not even thinking about where to go and how to do it. You're just thinking about like locking in, and you're gonna be live for an hour. And I was like, God, it's fucking terrifying. Like, let's see what that feels like.
did you fuck up anything that we don't know about?
Nope. Felt exactly like a regular set. And I did one set there Friday night that we filmed as well that didn't go live. And then the Saturday night one was completely live. And it was, I had already done the room, so I was relaxed. I got a feel for the room, because of Friday night. It was a lot of fun. The show was great. And I was like, okay, we're ready. And then Saturday, just all day, going over material, watching recordings. I just saturated my brain so I could just be completely relaxed when I went out there. So it was like 100% prepared, as opposed to like a regular Tuesday night where you could just kind of go on stage. Like, you know your acts, you go on stage, you start opening up and getting into your bits, but you're not like meticulously dialed in.
No, I told Netflix I would do it with crowd work. Live.
Oh, you totally should.
And they didn't even
respond to his email.
No,
I said the same thing.
They responded. They just
They're like, we don't want to get sued.
I told Netflix I would do a feature film for them. They just didn't get back to me.
Bro, they'd have to see you one weekend. They'd be like, are you fucking crazy? No.
I love that.
No.
But again, almost like what you're saying, though, to me, it's like I'm not saying that I wouldn't be nervous. I would be very nervous doing that. And that would be kind of the fun of it, like being that amped up to do it.
Yeah, it
you'd
definitely
see.
made it a little
I think you'd
more
also
fun.
like, especially with it being crowd work. I was like, you'd see it kind of unfold. You know what I mean? Like you kind of see like the pacing and the build of it because I have to do it for an hour. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, and that's one of the things. Like you have to be doing a lot of sets leading up to that too to be relaxed.
Yeah.
You know?
They filmed. They secretly filmed. Because I was filming on Saturday, and they filmed my Friday shows without telling me, and I fucking killed. And that was like the biggest like relief because Bobby Kelly directed it, and he was like, "Dude, we got it." He was like, "We got the shows." Like, what? I thought they were just testing the
He
cameras.
just wanted to go home.
He was like, "Dude,
I
I'm
think that's the
hungry.
one, dude. You don't need me anymore.
Dude, we got it. Dude,
Dude, it's perfect." He's
All
not even watching.
set.
dude, you nailed it.
Looks like we're all set.
Yeah, but that was that.
Yeah,
like,
once you know you got it in the can,
Beautiful.
then it's lifted off of your back. What a weird fucking art form, you know? Very strange. Those are Dice's cigarettes.
I know.
The unlit.
Unlit, broken.
He just have these cigarettes and he just breaks them and puts them in there.
Jay just quit smoking cigarettes, but he needs
You're
to smoke
back.
cigarettes on the podcast. I asked, I was like,
How come?
He's like, I'm going to smoke now. I was like, why? He's like, it's like 3 hours, dude. And I was like, the hours are going to exist whether we're on podcast or not.
But other than that, you had quit smoking?
Yeah, I like to stay loose, though, you know? When I came in, when we did the show last time, 2 times ago at the end of the show, I was like, I got to go smoke. And Jamie went, you can smoke in here. I went, oh, really? He goes, yes. And then the last time we came in, I did smoke. And when it was done, call it like wearing lucky underwear or something. I was like, we had a good flip back and forth. We were all jiving. We made the Rogan sphere.
We did.
Yeah.
We officially got the Rogan sphere. We've been repping hard out there in the
dude.
streets.
You should see us. We tell everyone.
I give my credits. I go from the Bonfire, Legion of Skanks, and most notably, the Rogan sphere.
The manosphere is a real subject. Like, people believe that it's real. That there's this, like, coalition of men, like, trying to convert young boys into the evil ways of being a man. The manosphere.
I think that's the same thing as the Rogan sphere.
No, the manosphere, it's like there's levels
saying
to
it
it.
wrong.
Like Andrew Tate's the highest level of the
Oh,
manosphere.
right, of course.
Right? That's top G of the manosphere.
Of course.
If you're like categorizing those things, the thing that you're most terrified of is a guy like Andrew Tate.
I was never like stoked on that kind of like.
Yeah, if I'm a young like Ukrainian girl.
Yeah. I've never been to that kind of like the Maxim magazine, Spike TV, like energy of what they're like. This is what guys want to see: a car crash and a girl with big
I had a
tits in a
Maxim
bikini.
magazine
Yeah, did you-
subscription,
yeah.
FHM.
The thing
I
about
loved
it is, yeah, you're right, but also it works. You
No,
know,
no.
why try to reinvent the wheel?
No,
You
it
know?
definitely works. I pulled myself out of that thing. So I was like, this isn't my like getting a Maxim magazine, like hometown chicks in their bikinis. I'm like, these girls would never talk to me. I just have like, too much self-loathing to be into it. It's
Dude,
like,
if you could
here's
make
fancy
money-
clothes. Well, I don't fit in those clothes. Like everything was just a bummer out of those magazines. So I would just get straight pornography.
Yeah.
And even
'Cause
now,
you can get those girls.
no, well, sometimes I'd always buy the 3-packs, and one of them would have to be like Jugs or Voluptuous magazine.
Oh, then in the middle, there's always one with a bunch of gross chicks.
Or just straight trans. But I always believed when I was young, going through I found my dad's porn collection, and there was a couple of weirdies in there, like a couple of trans or like local personal ads. And then as I got older and started buying the 3-packs, I was like, let's just believe that was the third one. He didn't know what it was. But then, why'd you keep it?
Yeah.
Toss it.
Dude, did you see that Don Lemon got in trouble because he said that Megyn Kelly looks trans?
It's just a strong jawline.
Please Google this to find that if this is true, or we'll be in trouble. I don't want to get sued by Don Lemon.
He said clockable.
Sora works.
What did he say?
The word is clockable, is what I said.
Clockable. Well, just pull up the actual thing. But people were saying, "Oh my God!" Like he's actually using "you look trans" as an insult. Do you know how crazy that is?
She doesn't.
Outspoken LGBTQ ally Don Lemon faces backlash after claiming Megyn Kelly looks trans.
It blew up in his face. I see.
You know how funny that is?
Oh, didn't that happen with what's her name? AOC she was making fun of somebody for being short, some like other like dude, and now everyone's like trashing her because she was like, you can't make fun of short people.
Hey, go back to that. Go back to that. What he said. It says Lemon said he thought Kelly looked chopped. He said, I think she looks trans, Lemon said. In response, Lemon's co-host wrapped up the show saying, let's end on that note.
That's fantastic.
Bro, that editor hates him. There's no way that editor doesn't hate him and say, let's end on that.
Clockable's a hilarious thing to call a woman.
That is so crazy. But also he's gay, right? So he doesn't know that Megyn Kelly's hot. She's dangerous, like super smart lawyer hot.
Is he out gay? I don't follow him. No, he's like an out gay guy. Don Lemon?
Yeah. Don Lemon's married to a guy.
Black guy?
I think he's married to a white guy.
Yeah. You're not going to put a black guy in your butt.
Jesus Christ.
That's what they do.
Are you sure?
That's what gay sex is. I don't know. This is probably the first time this has permeated the Rogan sphere.
Yeah.
Gay sex.
You think the manosphere would know something about this? But
so when I was a kid, when I was young, like there was no online, obviously, And the first time I ever saw gay porn was a girl that I met at a comedy club. I met this lady at a comedy club. I was like 22 maybe. And we go back to her apartment in Long Island, and she goes, gay guys lived here before me. And I go, how do you know? And she goes, because they left a tape. I go, a tape of what? She goes, it's a gay porn. I go, shut up. And she goes, you want to see it? I go, okay. So she puts it on, and it's these two guys, and this guy pulls this guy's shorts down and pushes him up against a tree and just starts sucking his cock. And I'm like, I got to get out of here.
That's how it always starts.
Like,
That's enough for me. I already came.
I was like, I didn't know that
Done.
really happened. You know what I mean?
It was
Sure.
weird, right? The first time, because I moved to New York City when I was 19, and you didn't really experience homosexuality until you're in a big city like that. And the first time I saw two guys like kissing, it looked like aliens. Like it was the craziest thing ever. And now we're so desensitized to it because everything in the
because
media.
porn, we were so desensitized because so many people have seen porn. But like seeing gay porn when I was 20, I knew that they had sex. I didn't have a problem with that at all. But it was the shocking reality of watching a guy just another guy, and you're like, yo!
It's jarring, no doubt.
I got to get out of here.
Yeah, it's definitely jarring.
Can I take this tape with me?
I was like,
see it?
that's disturbing. It was very disturbing.
Yeah, I still. If anytime you see it, it just looks wrong. Looks like the wrong thing is happening.
Oh, well, shut it off. Shut
They
it off.
seem
I
to have
can't.
a fantastic time doing
They
it.
seem to have a wonderful time. Some people like spicy food. Right? Some
do you
people
ever see,
don't.
You ever see the movie Fright Night?
Probably.
The old or 976 Evil. They were two like popular horror movies.
I think I remember Fright Night.
Fright Night. The one that played Evil Ed, his best friend, the kid's best friend. When times got tough, did gay porn. Man, it was like really hardcore. It was as jarring as, like I said, when like China did pornography. You're like, damn, dude, this guy was not in this world. And then the girl from Boy Meets World does porn now. Aggressive black gangbang pornography.
Gay porn?
No. It's a girl.
Oh, which girl?
She was on later seasons of Boy Meets World. I think Maitland Ward, her name is. She just does pornography now, but like a lot of it in her butt.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah. BBC.
Thank you,
It's an
Jay.
industry term.
Jesus Christ.
That's an industry term.
Conversation
for
took a dark turn.
big black cock. Nice. Good work. Dark turn. We'll be right back after these messages.
Yeah. Porn, I still watch porn here and there, but it's just gotten to the point where it just, every time I watch it and I start jerking off, I feel like this sense of like almost like if somebody was watching me right now, how pathetic this would look.
Yeah.
Like you're like beating your dick like a monkey. Like
Somebody probably is watching you. There's
Probably.
there's probably someone's collecting information of you.
of how I jerk off.
Yeah, either through your front-facing camera or through the camera on your
Good thing that in my
computer.
facial recognition pictures are this. Take that picture
it's-
all you want. You're not going to get in any doors with that.
Yeah, we all
pathetic
kind of
behavior.
know it, right? Like we know that the cameras are on, but we still jerk off right in front of our computers.
You know what's weird?
You
It's
just put a piece of
weird.
tape over it, and I'm like, let them see.
It's weird that porn is free, basically. Like you just go on a website and you can watch it, but also they're still making it. Like-
Sort of. I think the studios are like almost barely making anything anymore. It's all like OnlyFans
Yeah, I
chicks
think
now.
it's-
But even that, like,
Yeah.
just imagine. This is the thing. What I'm saying is, nobody's seen it at all. Why are you making new ones? Like, no, there's no way
Yeah.
there's enough supply or demand rather for the supply. There's so much porn.
Yeah, it is
People are-
weird though. I still will go back to like my favorites.
I was just
though.
going to say, but also if you're pretty genre specific, you will see them all eventually.
Yeah, you've seen Jay's seen everything.
If you're genre specific, that's such a good
Well,
quote.
Lobster Tube takes me through it alphabetically, you see. So
Yeah. AI porn is not AI porn. VR porn.
Oh, AI porn is coming, bro.
Oh, AI porn
You're
already
going to
exists.
be able to have Art Bell having sex with,
Me?
you.
Finally.
Yeah. Louis J. Gomez.
Well, they already did remember, wasn't that all the Taylor Swift getting like gangbanged by the Kansas City Chiefs?
Oh, like the president smacking her ass.
They have that already?
Oh, yeah, that was
Not
that was
gangbanged. They were
was a
very
while
good
ago.
AI pictures of Taylor, and she was just like in a crowd.
Taylor,
Like there's just
this guy knows her.
there's guys like grabbing her ass. or,
First
like,
name basis.
It was her like sitting on Trump's lap, and it was like they were like actually really
Yeah.
good.
And then Tay Tay, they took some pictures of her. I call her Tay Tay. Nice. But no, I thought they were her getting like fucked by like the Chiefs. But I think it was funny. I believe she came out and was like, everyone, those aren't me. Which is like, it's a fun acknowledgement to have to make. Guys, I didn't get gangbanged by the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, if some 15-year-old girl's in school and her friend's like, yeah, it was real. She really did get you're like, you need Taylor to come out and say it, right? Hey, guys, it wasn't me.
Everybody, that wasn't me.
But isn't it
Someone's
crazy
been reading
that
my
it's
dreams.
that good now that you can't tell?
I feel like you
And then
could
it's-
tell. That's almost the thing.
I don't think anymore, man. I think...
I don't know why they can't
With
figure it.
these-
Remember the big tell is like
fingers.
hands and fingers.
This is an ad for BetterHelp. With the days getting colder, shorter, and darker, it can be tough for many. And really, you never know what someone might be going through. So here's a reminder to take the time to reach out and connect with the people you care about. Whether it's a sibling you see every week or a friend you haven't spoken to in months. You might be glad you did. And more often than not, you'll probably be kicking yourself for not doing it sooner. I mean, it's easier than you think, reaching out and talking to someone. The same is true for therapy. Plus, therapy is a great place to start if you're struggling to connect with someone. It's good to have a professional therapist you can talk to who can guide you through any issues in your life. Finding the right therapist has also never been easier, thanks to BetterHelp. They have an extensive network with access to over 30,000 therapists worldwide, and they do the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. It's one of many reasons why people continue to rate BetterHelp so highly. So, this month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/JRE. That's betterhelp.com/JRE. Well, it used to be hair, too. They used to be terrible at generating hair. It's like if you watch I Am Legend, like the CGI, it looks terrible. Yeah.
My mom used to have an I Am Legend poster on a bedroom wall that I assume she masturbated to.
And then you'd forget the name of the movie all the time.
I'm sorry, not I Am Legend. I was thinking Legends of the Fall.
What?
That's very different.
It was Legends of the Fall,
You
but
know what?
I do have a legend tattoo because I forget the name of the movie I Am Legend all the time.
I think they're real close to AI being as normal looking as any 4K video. I think they could just
we're
look
a couple years away from it being like straight up. You could generate a whole movie.
Anything.
No, but what generation is going to be genuinely into like consuming and giving a shit about an AI made movie? There's something about.
I think they're
there's
going
something
to.
still about. Didn't you even feel like? Sometimes I go back and watch a little bit older movies, and it's good. Like, thank God, like The Thing, the movie The Thing,
John
with Kurt
Carpenter?
Russell, yeah. Thank God it was like practical effects time still, and it wasn't just like because now you're just watching a video game.
Right.
Yeah,
essentially,
think about
on
that
screen.
exact thing.
there's
You
something
can't go
to
back
that.
and watch. Like if you try to watch Psycho now, right? Compared to like it's not scary. When Psycho came out, people were vomiting in the movie theater and they were running out, like freaking out. You get used to whatever it is. Like my son can't watch a movie from the 80s. Really, he can't hold his attention. Like whatever. So I think as the technology goes on and
He's
as we're
nonverbal
more
autistic.
as we're doing more and more AI content, people are going to get used to it, and that's what they're going to be used to consuming. Just like short videos. Everyone watches short 30-second, 1-minute long clips now. Nobody really watches TV shows or movies.
I mean, people are still watching movies, I think, but it's just like
I think older people.
maybe that's what I'm saying. We might be the dying breed of giving a shit about that at all. Somebody will be like, "Yeah, if you can get every star I love and to be in one movie, I'll watch it even if it's fake."
I think you're definitely going to get people that accept that, and you're going to be able to just generate it instantly with a prompt. They're doing. They do Star Wars scenes that never happened with young Luke Skywalker now. Have you seen them?
Yeah.
You've seen them, right?
Yeah.
Jimmy, put one up just so we could look at it. It's fucking incredible. It looks better than the original Star Wars footage, right? Because that stuff wasn't in HD back then. And it looks exactly like young Luke Skywalker and in the exact same voice. Because they just take the voice from Luke Skywalker from the movies, regenerate it, and it could say anything you want it to.
It's better than like animated stuff, but I've never even been able to follow when they like do animated versions. I think there's like an animated Predator movie coming out that I'll never watch.
Yeah,
because it's animated.
It's all just CGI, weird stuff. It's like that Uncanny Valley. Rick Baker talked about that. He's the guy that made the American
Thriller.
Werewolf in London. Yeah, he made Thriller too. That the werewolf that's in the lobby. That's what that's from.
Yeah.
And he said when you're seeing something and you know that it's real, you know it's a physical thing. He goes, it just looks better. Like when you're creating everything with computers, your brain knows that. Your brain knows that's not really a dragon.
Yeah.
That's not really a dragon. But if you make something that actually looks like a dragon, it's going to be, even if it's darker and even if it's not as clear, it's going to be way more effective. Like the Alien movies.
It's like when I watch a movie and I know somebody in the movie, like it's a friend of mine acting, it's hard for me to suspend disbelief.
Look at this. This is crazy. Like, there's a scene that never happened in any of the Star Wars movies, and you can generate it with a prompt.
I guess I would watch it.
Yeah, you'd watch it, dude.
Because I just,
Especially
get
if it
that
was
whole,
good.
What a heartfelt speech I just gave to turn around immediately when I saw it. I go, oh, I'd watch a movie look like this.
Yeah, look how good that looks. Like, and the Alien movies are a good example. Like, you go and see like Alien 1. It's a dude in a suit, okay? And there's something about the way it moves that it looks like a real thing. But then if you get to like later movies, not necessarily even in the Alien genre, but any genre where you have like CGI monsters running around, like, you know, the Underworld series, like the werewolves were like CGI. It just doesn't.
No, it doesn't feel the same at all. It's like
You're just kind of accepting that this is happening. It doesn't look as fun.
I think they had to use better like cinematography and tricks and sound. They had to literally be perfect on everything in order to bring it to life. Whereas like now you can just computer generate anything, and
they also like hid stuff and it made it scary. Like the American Werewolf in London, one of the scariest things about it is you don't see the full werewolf for longer than like a second at a time ever. You just see it right before it's attacking people. You see it right when it's at the bottom of the escalator. You don't get a lot of until late in the movie.
So I think in Jaws, right, they don't show the shark until the end, like the very like end of the movie. You don't see the shark.
Is that true?
I think so. Yeah.
Do you know they show in the making? I used to watch the making of Michael Jackson's Thriller a lot, and
more than once.
So much. I have a lot of fun
Rick
facts.
Baker was the fucking man, dude.
Rick Baker himself
is the man.
He's in Thriller. He comes out of the mausoleum. He's the zombie that comes out of the mausoleum.
The shark in Jaws is a total about 4 minutes of screen time, with the first full appearance not occurring till 1 hour and 21 minutes into the film. That's crazy.
But if you want to see something
it's
funny,
all music. The tone is like, it's just all the whole everything scary about Jaws is just the music.
Wow.
Spielberg,
Jurassic Park,
more Julys.
The dinosaurs.
More
15
Julys,
minutes.
of course. Spielberg.
What'd you say, Jamie?
The dinosaurs in the first Jurassic Park were only on screen for like 15 minutes total.
That was the best CGI ever up until that point.
Oh, that was
But wait,
crazy.
Still pretty good.
Do you want to see
Still
something
pretty
funny?
good, yeah.
Jamie,
Yeah.
if you could bring up Michael Jackson filming like the audio while he's in like werewolf makeup of changing, and they want to like scream, you know, he's growling because it's like the pain of changing into a werewolf, and they just keep going back and forth.
He's not officially a werewolf, right? He's a cat, isn't that? Was like the official statement from the director.
Yeah, he's like a werecat or something.
Well, whatever he's doing while he's changing, they keep bouncing back from the sound booth to the actual video where it's like he's changing, going, oh, and then in the booth he's going, ow, yowie. It's like Michael Jackson. It's so goddamn funny. Whoa!
Dude,
it's definitely the
music videos used to be the shit.
that.
Especially
When he
ones
said
like
"get
that.
away," I jumped from the couch to a living room.
That's
Yeah,
eyes
it scared
start
the shit
changing.
out of me. Because also I'm like,
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, my hero. Yeah, here, that's Rick
Yeah.
Baker.
Can you find the scene in Thriller where he becomes a werecat or whatever the fuck he is? Because it's not really a werewolf, right? It's like something else.
I think they officially came out and said it was like a cat-like creature.
Yeah. I mean, it was such a good fucking video, man. Do you remember?
It's earlier in this. Yeah, it's.
How old were you guys when this came out? This was before your time, right?
Oh, that's what it came out in like '88, maybe.
Yeah, so you were a little kid.
I was 6.
Yeah, I was in high school when
I
this
think
came
it was when
out.
she's getting scared. I'm so sorry. I'm talking over.
No, no worries.
It's right
But
there when he's changing. Yeah.
What year was this, Jamie?
83.
Yeah.
83. Oh wow.
Wow. Look at that thing.
Back up a little bit. Yeah, here.
End slate. Excellent. End slate.
Wow.
Yeah, it's in this.
Okay, we're going to do this metamorphosis on Michael Jackson. So first,
Rick
I started
Baker.
with his color Xerox.
As we
Michael
live and
from
breathe.
Rolling Stone. We did these overlays on acetate. First, we had to paint out the Rolling Stone and all that. This is just
It's like, does that
corneal
exist
contact
still? Like,
with
how
cats.
would they create this sort of like image
Next
to even
time
do
you
this
see him,
anymore?
He's now got a wig on.
He would.
Full face foam rubber appliance. We're going to have bladders and little mechanisms.
Yeah. This was actually kind of shitty.
Dude.
This was as shitty to do to kids as Miley Cyrus punching her fucking pussy on the MTV Awards that one year.
Did she punch her pussy?
Oh my God! My daughter.
She punched it?
My daughter was right in the wheelhouse of being a Hannah Montana fan. And then one year we were watching the MTV Awards, and she's like, Miley Cyrus, and she came out Robin Thicke, and she just kept had like #1 finger, and she keeps like ramming it in her snatch and shit. And I was like, oh, hey! And then I became a Miley Cyrus fan.
What was it?
And my daughter was not allowed to be a fan anymore.
Yeah, that was a borderline good movie. Was a Thriller.
Yeah, man.
Like it's 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That scene, the transformation scene, when he turns around, his eyes look weird. Yeah.
So good.
It's fucking amazing.
It's so funny that like Michael Jackson is like the one guy who like it's basically confirmed that he fucked kids. Like it's
I
all,
don't think that's
it's not confirmed.
No.
Is it not confirmed?
Hold on, let's
this
watch
it?
this. I'll definitely want to talk about it.
I have to edit this out just so you know.
It was heavy for a kid.
Also, she would have already run. she's screaming for so long. Meow.
Ola Ray, the girl who plays the girl. Fun fact. You got him screaming? Ola Ray, fun fact, did Playboy full bush.
Wow. Full bush. It's funny because this is so corny today. But back then, it was like legitimately good. We were like, wow, that looks so real. People are so dumb in the 80s. We were like, that looks so real.
Oh, it did.
That's such a great meme, too.
This whole scene where it goes from that to like him being a zombie, fucking amazing, man. It was like a movie and a good one. And he's dancing. He's looking so cool. I know we can't play the music.
I really
but
did think it was cool. Did you find the screaming at all, Jamie? I'm sorry, man. It's so fucking.
just scooch up to where he becomes a zombie.
Yeah. He's betrayed her twice in this video,
Yeah,
by the way.
I know. It's men. They're a real problem.
And then the message of this.
Is that the most famous dance ever?
Yeah,
Maybe?
has to be.
I used to do it from my great grandmother, Selma Eisenstein. She didn't love it.
There's probably some sort of conspiracy
But
theory.
this part, though, I could still nail today. If there was more
Let me
room in
see,
here.
Jay, please.
Yeah, if there was more room in here.
I want to see you do that part right now. Shit.
The Thriller dance.
I always thought that.
By the way, the story of this is he betrays her twice in the
Yeah.
movie. He lures her out when he knows it's going to be a full moon, turns into a werewolf and hunts her.
It's about to be a third time, by the way.
No, exactly. She goes for it in 2 seconds. He goes, "Hey, what's going on?" She goes, "Oh, I must be crazy." And then he fools her yet again.
Third time.
This chick, at this point, she deserves whatever she gets.
That's how the devil works, Big Jay. Look, right
By the
there.
way, inconsistency. He doesn't turn back into the zombie. He's now going to be the werewolf from the movie. Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of different things.
They threw a lot at you. And then Vincent Price.
So he didn't fuck kids.
So here's the thing.
I don't think it's confirmed, but I'll tell you
This
what.
is why.
A
No,
lot
this
of his
is why I'm
protégés
saying
can dance
that.
good.
The doctor that went to jail for providing him with that
Propofol? Yeah.
that doctor said that he was chemically castrated when he was young, which is why he kept that voice. Which also, it kind of makes sense when you look at his physique, right? because he was like very slight. And if you look at his brothers, they're all like way bigger guys. I don't know if the doctor's telling the truth, but if he was, that's not an unprecedented thing. They used to do that with opera singers.
No?
They used to do that with opera singers. It was called a castrata.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think either that there's like like anal sex accusations on him or stuff like
No,
that. I
I
think it's
just
all
think-
like touching and
Yeah, it was like
sleeping together.
It could be inappropriate behavior. First of all, he became famous when he was like 6 years old and became like the most famous person ever. Like you're gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, it's like suspended. You see it happen
Exactly.
with
suspended childhood.
with Britney Spears now. And who else is the other one that's kind of going crazy? Oh, Ariana Grande. She's like, if you watch interviews with her now, she's going to be a wackadoodle Michael Jackson, Britney Spears type in the future, guaranteed. She's like all like, she talks like a fairy. It's crazy.
Well, I saw that one where with the other lady from Wicked, were like
the black
talking,
chick?
and then there was a lesbian saying you guys are holding space, and everyone's like,
Did you see?
"What the fuck are you guys talking about? Who talks like this?"
fucking
Did you
crazy.
did you see a lady? There was some like backlash because a lady made like a mock-up. I guess the Wicked playbill.
Wicked is really good, by the way.
But I'm saying
It was great. The movie was great.
The movie's amazing.
But
But
the-
Ariana
but I'm saying
Grande
that-
and that lady, the other lady,
But the
forget her
playbill,
name.
the
So
playbill.
talented.
What's her name?
Wow, you knew Ariana Grande.
No,
Wow.
no.
Wow.
Wow, wildly
Oh.
inappropriate.
I call her nose ring bald head.
Oh, that's her Indian name.
Me, I call her nose ring bald head.
Oh my God.
But there was so the playbill for the movie or the show on Broadway is a silhouette of the Wicked Witch and I guess Glenda like whispering in the ear, but like really covering the face, her own face. In the movie poster, it's clearly Ariana Grande whispering in the ear of the lady who plays a nose ring bald head. And then a lady made a mock-up of the movie poster as the playbill, so like shadowed out the witch and moved Ariana Grande's hand to like cover the face, and it got all this backlash because that lady was like, "I'm a proud black woman. You cover my face in this thing," and she was like, "No, I was just making it like that." And then she got all this backlash, and she like removed the post eventually.
Oh boy.
She had to like take it down for like a thing. She was like, "I just thought it was a fun mock-up to make the movie poster look like the playbill." And it's like, once again, putting a black woman in the background. I don't know if that's what was going on there.
Yeah.
Come on, nose ring bald head.
Well, here's the thing.
This ain't the way you're supposed to act, nose ring bald head. Everyone loves the movie.
In order for you to act in that style as well as they did, you got to be a little crazy. You're going to pretend you're a fucking witch and you're flying around destroying everything, and you're doing it really well. You're probably a little kooky. And if you want that talented, you're going to get kooky. And if you give kooky the reins to do those kooky interviews where they're talking about holding space and like let him.
Well, that was kind of like we grew up at a time where it's like you'd hear about like a director like coming in and like assaulting an actress in order to get the scene out of her. Like,
Jesus
he'd punch her in the face. He'd be like, "All right, action!" And it's like
that's a Steve McQueen. And Steve
famously.
McQueen did that.
Yeah, dude.
To whatever the woman he was dating in that movie. There's a scene where she didn't know that he was going to hit her, and he just starts smacking her around. And it's what was her name? Allie McGraw.
Oh yeah.
And I think they were dating at the time. And he smacks the shit out of her, like for real, for real.
To get the shot.
Yeah.
She
And I
used
don't
to-
think she knew. Look at this.
She used to turn up in Celebrity Sleuth magazine when I was younger. Big nips.
Bro, he's really slapping her. This is real. And so she's actually really freaking out because he just beat her in front of the cameras.
This is acting. This is why I want to become an actor.
Was that in translated in Russian?
It's like a famous scene, like was like
Russian.
the little kid who's like crying on the porch.
Well, in Russia, it's the story of triumph.
But hold on, I was like, why do those slaps sound fake?
Почему ты мне не сказала?
You got a Russian version of it, dub sound
It
too.
just looked good. It was just widescreen.
That sound was terrible. It was like hitting a wooden box with a bat. Jesus Christ. But yeah, he smacked the shit out of her for real in that scene.
There was a scene where I don't know what movie it was, but it was a little kid who's crying on a porch, and the director told the kid that their parents were dead or something. Maybe they told him that their pet was dead or whatever to get the kid crying. But it's like that was great movie making. That was real.
Yeah, that's the Stanley Kubrick and what's her name? The one who played Wendy in The Shining.
Was she
Shelley
ever
Duvall.
naked in anything?
Shelley Duvall?
Shelley Duvall.
No, nobody
What, did he
wanted to see
freak
her
her out?
naked. He would like be shitty to her to get her like all frazzled. Yeah,
Really?
she talked about it famously in interviews. That she didn't like it at all, and she doesn't look back on it like, oh, we had to do to get the movie. She was like, I think he's a bad person.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Didn't she retire? She like was like
yeah.
did a few more movies and like fuck this.
Yeah, basically you could play Olive Oil or
Right.
Scared Lady who lives in a tucked away winter hotel.
Yeah, I just saw her in something recently. Did she die recently?
Yeah.
But she's
Where'd you see her,
She looks
Heaven?
like a crazy old woman now. Like
Yeah, she went
she's
bad.
missing a tooth.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah, that-
Poor women. We just get better with age. Women fall
Especially
apart.
That business. That business. There's
Oh, yeah,
like
true.
only a certain number of jobs for old ladies, and Faye Dunaway takes all of them.
Why isn't it
Yeah.
interesting? I'm trying to think of like the most contemporary I could think of like change and seeing somebody go from like can do no wrong, gorgeous to like a lady now is Pam Anderson. That was, like, that's so
no,
interesting
she's
to
doing
see.
a good job at it. Like Meryl Streep.
No, she's actually doing a great job. But there was a out of the limelight for a while and then showing back up. Major difference in her looks.
Right.
Like,
Well,
you know
she
what I mean?
gave up on makeup.
Yeah, well, she left the public spotlight like Kid Rock's girlfriend, and then came back like a grandmother.
Age appropriate.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
But I think they should be age appropriate. You see, like Dolly Parton now, and she looks like she still looks like she's 35 years old.
Oh, really?
Well,
yeah, it's crazy.
She's dressing like she's 35.
No, of course, but it's like she's like still stuck in this like sort of like big hair and makeup and like big fat titties and like
She comes from fucking way like 60s and shit. Like
you're
like showmanship.
104 years old. Just
Oh,
get
yeah.
old already.
Well, I think the thing is, if you're a woman and a lot of like the value that you bring to a conversation is that you're unbelievably beautiful. Like people are excited to talk to you, and then whatever else you have to say is just a bonus on top of it. But if you're really hot, people just want to talk to you, and then you get to a point in your life where that just stops. So like your life's focus has been about being attractive, looking great, being really fit, looking hot. So you walk in the room, oh my God, look at her, she's a firecracker, and then that just goes away. And if your whole life is based on just that one thing and you don't pivot to something else, like, okay, let's just find a hobby. Let's just find some other, let's just try not to be hot at 80, you know?
Did you see The Substance? That's kind of The Substance. That was great.
Great movie, man.
But it's so funny, like, whatever the message of the movie was, what got me was like by the end of it, like she wasn't bad looking at all. She looked really great for her age, but still just didn't want that at all.
There's a few
So I get
ladies
it.
who age gracefully, like Julia Roberts is aging gracefully.
Yeah,
I haven't seen her in a minute.
Meryl Streep, she aged gracefully. It's just,
Helen Mirren.
but then you look over at Kris Kardashian, or what would you call her? No.
Yeah, Kris Kardashian. But they're getting like, well, apparently there's a new surgery that fixes your shitty surgery in Hollywood. So she looks good again.
That's what they
Kris
did to
Jenner.
her?
I think
The
she
new
looks like,
surgery
she
that-
looks like good, right?
Yes.
Kris Jenner.
Yes.
And that's a big change.
And everybody's freaking out. Oh my God, she got a new head. And all these other ladies want a new head too.
Yeah, of
'Cause,
course.
like,
But I
have you
think
seen the
it's
difference?
I haven't seen this one, but I know the daughters. Like if you watch like a young Kendall Jenner compared to
no. This one's crazy.
Yeah,
This
like-
is the craziest
She looks
one.
new head.
She looks like a sister.
She got a new
She looks
head.
like one of the
What's
sisters.
Kelly Osbourne? Kelly Osbourne has a new head.
Pretty
Kelly
much,
Osbourne
yeah.
is a new human being because I just saw an interview with her after her dad died.
Yeah.
She's like literally
That's what it took.
just like a hot chick now. She was a frumpy, square-bodied British chick her whole life.
Stop it, she was
She looked like you.
I thought she was cute, but that's
I
because I
think she's a
thought I
little
could get
cuter
her.
than you.
I
But,
thought I could get her.
but yeah, she looks like a totally new human being.
Yeah, completely new.
What were you looking up?
Kris Jenner.
Kris Jenner. I want to know how old she is as well. So when you look at those kind of results, you're like, okay, now I get it.
Man, it's,
Now I get it. Because before I was like, you guys have to perfect this before you turn everybody into a lizard.
Yeah.
You're doing a weird thing. So like, look, this is what she looks like now.
Yeah, she looks great.
What are you talking about? This can't be real.
I have no.
First of all, I want to know who took this picture and where did you get your camera? what filters are you using? Is that a filterless photo? Because that's insane.
Yeah, she looked great.
She looks insanely good.
Yeah, how old is she?
1,000 years old.
69.
69? Yep. Toit.
See, like, that's incredible. Whatever that doctor did.
Yeah, if you're that rich, you know.
What's that weird
But
thing they're doing
the
still?
average person can't afford this type of
Listen,
surgery.
Captain Blue Collar, settle down.
Now they're doing
Settle
the
the
thing.
fuck down. We're working with science here, not equity.
How about the chicks that are taking the pads out of their cheeks?
Oh Jesus!
So
Don't
their
do that,
faces suck
ladies.
in?
Yeah, the
Crazy look.
what is it called?
Crazy idea.
Buckle fat. What is it called? Ugh.
Buckle, yeah. It's just,
Ugh.
it sounds like something so scary to do.
God damn it.
Yeah.
It takes fucking shit out of your face.
See, like, but most plastic surgery, I say, oh, that doesn't look better. But with Kris Jenner, that looks better.
I think this is a specific thing that's happened. There's some new surgery they're doing. It's like correcting shitty surgery. And a few people you can see are weirdly looking better now. Maybe Nicole Kidman got fixed up a little bit.
Yeah, bro. Who knows what they're doing?
Dude, I'm gonna get fucking fake abs.
If you've
you
got
see
a-
those, the ab implants.
Yeah.
I've always
no,
said
I think
I crowdsource it. My
most
audience
of
will
what
pay
they're
for it. I'll get a
doing-
fat ass.
Most of what they're doing is they're sucking out the fat in between the ab muscles to make them look like. It's
Oh,
like a
really? It's
sculpted
lipo
thing. Yeah.
around the
Yeah,
ab.
re-
But I think
really
they do
what it is-
actual implants.
No, what it really actually is fat rolls. They just fucking right, sort of, right?
No. Some people can get implants. Like there's that one guy that did his whole body like a Ken doll. Do you know about that guy? Oh, he's had like a ton of implants all over his shoulders and his arm. He looks crazy, like legitimately crazy. I think maybe some people are doing with their abs. But what a lot of people are doing is just a liposuction sculpture,
Yeah.
etching. That's what they call
It's so
it.
funny. There's you get all these things now for because women have had Spanx forever and just body shaping things to wear under their clothes, and they'll advertise them for dudes. I don't know if I could wear Spanx to suck in my body.
I cannot possibly dream of a situation taking my clothes off in front of a woman and her having to watch me spill out of a shirt I'm wearing. With every inch I take off, things just start expanding.
So I got
It's like I'm vacuum sealed.
I have really bad posture, right? And there's a few things that I've gotten to help with my posture. One of them is a thing that you stick to your back, and if you lean down a little bit, it buzzes, and you correct yourself. It vibrates.
Like a dog?
Yeah, like a dog. But another one that I had was a harness. A harness, it essentially.
Oh my God! It's all like a dog stuff. I go up to a runner out back, and then I can zoom all around with no fear of getting hit by a car.
He's got
this
a
muzzle.
fucking collar that doesn't let him leave his yard.
Every time I slouch, I get shocked. No, there's a harness that you wear, and it pulls your shoulders back like this, right?
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I got that, and I was like, this one is actually pretty good because it corrects your posture naturally. And I remember I went on a date with a girl, and I hugged her, and she goes, "Are you wearing a bra?" And I was like, "Oh, I'd rather have shitty posture than be accused of wearing a bra by a woman."
Hilarious.
Are you
That's
wearing
so
a harness?
funny. Are you wearing?
Did
a
you break
bra?
off of a school trip where you were connected to other kids?
Oh my God.
Yeah, just guys. There's nothing. It's like being bald and wearing a hat. Girls don't. They'd rather you just be bald. Women don't want an unconfident man. Men don't really give a shit about women's confidence as much, I guess.
But
maybe.
does a hat reek of lack of confidence?
If you're a
I
bald
think if
guy
you're
who
bald
wears
head,
a hat all the
could-
time,
Yeah, but a hat is a look, I think, almost.
Yeah, but the hat also,
If you're
as
wearing
a
it to
bald
cover
guy,
up-
a hat will cover up your baldness.
I used to
hat
wear a hat
covers
in the
up-
beginning because I was going bald when I was 19.
That's what I was
started
going to
going
say,
bald
wearing
19.
a hat because you're going bald, starting to see the pattern. But if you
Right.
shave your head down, a hat's just like a look. I think.
If you shave
Right.
your head down, if you already have a shaved head.
But wearing it to hide receding
Yeah,
hairline.
when I was 19, I started going bald, and I would wear a hat all the time before I started shaving my head down.
I've
So
seen that before. Where somebody
apparently-
who wears a hat as their look, and then one day they take it off, they look like fucking riffraff from Rocky Horror. Nothing on top.
Apparently, there's a new drug. Where's the drug developed? Was it Taiwan? There's some country developed a drug that's regrowing hair. They put it on bald mice and they demonstrated you could put it on a square area.
Let's do
of
it,
the
Joe.
mice's body. I think I like being bald.
Oh, here we
and,
go. The lies start.
Even if it grew back, I'd keep it super short. I'd just keep it stubble.
Let's see, 20 days it grows it back.
20 days. Raising questions about what finding means for the treatment of human baldness. But if I had a fucked up looking head, if I had a flat head, I would definitely want some hair back there.
Can you go back to that article for a second?
There's a certain look that doesn't work with.
Seen that crazy? Look, they grew like a square. What part do you want to see?
Where did you see? It was something.
So.
Oh, it's a doctor. That's what it was. This guy may have figured out how to regrow hair in people's life. And still as Americans, we're not going to learn Dr. Sung Yan. We have to call him Jerry. They call him Jerry because it's American. Sung Yang? What? Oh, and Jerry. Yeah.
Jerry.
Yeah, he solved baldness. Learn his name.
Yeah, that is funny.
Yeah, I would. I just look better bald. When I had hair, it was like kind of nappy and kinky and fucking. Yeah, it wasn't good.
You'd like to try again, though.
I mean, for the story and the hilarity of growing my hair back, that's fucking.
Look how hilariously handsome I look.
No, look, it's a bit,
guys. Ha ha ha. Oh my god, guys! I put keratin in it. Isn't that funny? It shimmers in the light.
You can get a mohawk, spike
Maybe.
it up with wax.
I tried to do a mohawk.
It'd be fun to have options.
In the 6th grade, I tried to do a mohawk. I did 2 gay haircuts in the 6th grade. My mom was in hairdressing school, so she didn't know how to cut hair yet. She was just like practicing on me. And the one was a mohawk that went like, it was just not straight, went like down the side of my head like this. And then the other one was, remember Tong Po, how he had like the braid in the back of his head?
Yes. Yuri Prohaska had like that for a while.
Yeah,
remember?
he did. Yeah, Yuri had that.
Yeah.
So I saw that. I was like, dude, that's really cool. I was like, what I want to do though, because my hair was like long, I was like, I want to have the braid in the front like that, like long. That was the idea. And in my mind though, eventually I would grow it long enough that I would attach like
a sword,
a blade to it.
Oh,
yeah, and I'd be able to
like no,
like a weapon would be my.
I'm Louis J. Gomez. The J is for flying guillotine.
And I remember I had my mom shave my head down except for this one spot. And then my hair, it wasn't really long enough to braid, and it was very poofy. So my hair was just a poof ball right on the front of my head like this.
Because you were going to grow your Tong Po thing.
I was going to grow my Tong Po thing. And I showed up in the 6th grade, and this kid, Paul Altamonte, was like, bro, your hair is gay. And
well, you're not going to be a part of the Lu Tang clan.
I just started punching him because there was nothing else I could do because I knew he was 100% right. And,
nice loofah head, dick face.
How much time did you give yourself to grow something long enough where you could actually use it as a weapon rather than just scrape across your forehead? Because it's got to grow. Like if you're going to really make, and you're going to put a blade on the end of it.
I was in the 6th grade. In my mind, by the time I got to the 10th grade, it would be perfect blade height.
Wow, dude, that's patience.
Were you going to train with it, or were you just going to like hope that when time comes, you know how to cut people with it?
You don't need to train for something like that, dude. I say just hook it up and let it fly.
It's in your genes, bro.
Yeah, I used to doodle characters, and I used to doodle myself
you
as
this
this
karate classes?
Asian superhero with fucking a blade braid.
You think Ghostface Killer took lessons? No, dude. He just lived it.
Those kung fu movies, when I was a kid, like we used to go to Chinatown and watch kung fu movies. There was kung fu theaters where you could go watch them, and it was like those kind of movies are the most unrealistic fight movies in the history of fight movies.
Dancing.
Like weird how they decided that was going to be like a fight in a movie. Which that doesn't look like any kind of fight in any real situation, like a mosh pit at a Pantera show. That turns it. That's what a fight looks like.
Yeah, was like Bruce Lee was like applicable.
Yeah, but Bruce Lee was very different than those Chinese kung fu movies. Bruce Lee was just a martial artist fucking people up. Those Chinese kung fu movies, it was like whap, whap, ha, hey, ha.
Yeah.
It was like
what's it just starting in positions? Yes. Like, why would you even start like that?
It would make you would convince
throws...
yourself that you could beat up 5 guys at once. You'd be like, all right, I got it. I just have to make sure that I have.
Oh, your stance was everything, dude. When Tekken came out, you were like, oh, if I ever get in a street fight from now, I'm going full Eddie Gordo. Yeah. I don't have any kind of flying kicks or anything, but I'm definitely gonna do a lot of hands down by my side dancing.
Yeah, banana way.
But there's like
a
weird tongue-in-cheek aspect to Chinese kung fu movies. Like they're kind of serious, but kind of not, because everybody knows that it wouldn't really work like that. You know, they're the only ones that had that. Like all other, like you never see like a Western with like a kind of a corny choreographed fight scene between guys in a bar.
They didn't get fighting in movies
India does it a lot.
Until recently. They didn't really nail fighting in movies, right? It's like boxing movies. Even to this day, it really doesn't look real.
I tell you, who did it well is Daniel Day-Lewis in that movie, The Fighter. He did it well. And he actually trained as a boxer for a full year before the film, like obsessed.
Fight, not The Fighter.
Yeah. It's about the IRA guy that was in jail, that gets out of jail. What is it called? Is that what it's called, Jamie?
The Fighter is, I think, that's the Mickey Ward one. Yeah.
Okay, which one is the boxer? Is that what it's called? What's the Daniel Day-Lewis movie?
Lincoln. It was Lincoln you're thinking of.
Born on the 4th of July. My left foot.
Yeah. It is The Boxer. Okay. So in The Boxer, he plays his IRA guy. But Was an IRA guy, right? Either way, looks very realistic. Looks realistic. Like the movement is real, the hand speed is real. It's like they're really hitting each other. It's like it looks like a guy who's actually boxing versus a choreographed bunch of movements.
Yeah.
You know, like a guy. It looks like legitimate.
That's why I lost so
Yeah,
much.
this is him in here.
I modeled my game after Clubber Lang.
Like
Yeah.
look how he throws punches, man. I mean, you would think that this dude actually knows how to box. I mean, this looks like an actual boxing match.
Yeah, it looks good.
It looks good, man. You know, and you can tell when a guy's throwing punches at full speed with a technique, and he looks
Sylvester
sharp,
Stallone
man.
did train boxing though for Rocky, right? Like,
Yes, look, Sylvester Stallone knows how to box, sure, but this is different.
The movie,
this
though,
is
is not good boxing.
This is much more like an actual boxer moves. What Sylvester Stallone did was make it very exciting,
Yeah.
right? And so it didn't have to be as realistic as it had to be just like spectacular footage to make, Rocky win and all that good stuff. And it was fun. This is different because this looks like an actual fight would look.
yeah, they did it. They did it good in what's the MMA movie with
Your
the
favorite
brothers?
movie of
The
the
Warrior?
year?
Warrior.
Warrior.
They did it.
Roadhouse,
They did
starring
it.
Conor McGregor. You love that.
Yeah.
That's movie fighting.
The first one was awesome.
It's
the first I didn't
the
see the
best.
second Roadhouse. I haven't seen the Conor McGregor one yet.
What?
Terrible.
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
Was it?
no.
He just showed up as Conor McGregor on coke every day.
Can I explain something
It's
about
smart
this movie?
move.
Let me tell you the problem
Stick
with this
with your
movie.
strengths.
You know the first film well, I guess.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Me too. Very well. Takes place in Missouri, where I believe this could happen. A weird old man can take over the town with a monster truck and serve up his own brand of justice until you get Patrick Swayze to come to town and be the bouncer for the whole neighborhood. I bought that. Do you know the bad guy in this movie was like a mafia guy, basically shaking everybody down for money?
Right.
The problem. Do you watch the new one?
Yeah, yeah.
You did. The problem. Do you remember of the new one? It takes place in Key West, Florida, and the big bad man is offering this lady triple market value to buy her shanty shithole bar because they're building a resort, and will offer her the property a mile down the road. That's who the bad guys are. That's what you're supposed to
Real
get behind
estate
him wanting to stop.
developers?
Real estate developers.
That's it?
No, and then
Legitimate real estate
and then-
developers.
Wait a minute.
And then
That
so- and then
sounds like a
quietly-
good deal.
And then quietly on the back end, they go, "Oh, they're also bringing in drugs." Like that has nothing to do with the real bar bouncer issue that Roadhouse is supposed to be about.
Yeah.
It was so stupid.
Yeah, it was bad.
And then Conor McGregor.
How weird. Wonder why they made that choice.
I don't know. Well, there was going to be Ronda Rousey at first. Remember that?
That was a long time ago, right? That was
Crazy.
I think that was.
Dude, if I showed up and there was a female bouncer at a place, I would start a fight just to see what would happen.
This is the
Yeah,
fight
it's like, oh, what are you
scene?
going to do? Kick me out, princess? What are you going to do? Hey, how about when you choke me out? Then you got to get my fucking body out of here. Then what, princess? You call her princess?
Ronda Rousey breaks your shoulder.
The problem with me watching Jake Gyllenhaal and Conor McGregor in a fight scene is like it's Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
You want me to suspend so much disbelief
Yeah.
that you want me to think that Jake Gyllenhaal is going to fuck up Conor McGregor?
I believe that Conor McGregor would lose to Patrick Swayze's Dalton.
Well, pain don't hurt.
He would have seen him coming a mile away. Left boot.
Oh man, that movie was fun. It was a fun
so
movie because
fun.
it's so kooky. It's so like
He is now culpable of 2 3-finger throat rip deaths. Twice he's done that now.
That's his move.
The improbable choice. How he gets them to leave that neck so exposed so
and
he
then
can
he just
think about
snatches
it.
it.
And then, by the way, talked himself out of killing yet a third at the end of the film. That was the funniest thing. To have a guy pinned down on a couch and you're on top of him, you'd assume the move is going to be the fist up in the air. He 3 fingers him up in the air. He's threatening him with the claw. Doesn't do it, though. Also, the other suspension of disbelief, if you recall, is that the hardest fight he has is against the old man at the end. The old man gives him a good run. Ben Gazzara.
It's so funny because it's rare in street fights you see people throw kicks, but when you see somebody throw an actual like spinning kick in a street fight, it's the coolest thing ever.
Oh, the kick to take away the gun.
And now she's like, "You're an animal, dude."
I feel like the kick into the water was unnecessary. You already have his throat.
Now you got to kick him in the water.
He's like, I'm sorry. I know. I said I would never
You
use.
have
I would never use the garden hoe again. I promised.
Garden hoe. The eagle claw.
I mean, that is a crazy.
Who wrote that into the script?
It's his move.
Take his throat.
It's his finisher.
It would be like for somebody who like knows how to like you really know how to fight. You could actually murder somebody with your bare hands. But I think about like for somebody who doesn't know how to fight, like me or Jay, how long it would take me to murder Big Jay with my bare hands.
Just a lot of things like while you're trying to choke me, I'd be like eventually just being able to be like,
I'm tired. I'm covered in blood. I'm like,
sweat.
He won't fucking die.
When I was a kid, I used to teach this guy who was a mob guy in Whitey Bulger's organized crime organization. He wound up going to jail for murder. And he was a guy he was like a fucking hitman. And he would train at the same Taekwondo school as me. And I was teaching that guy private lessons. And he was like,
well, don't feel bad. He wasn't killing them with Taekwondo.
Oh, he definitely wasn't, but he wanted to be able to. He wanted to be able to. But
he was getting
like,
tired of guns.
He goes, if you were going to kill somebody by hitting him, where would you hit him? And I was like, I guess in the neck. He's like, yeah. I was like, okay. I was like 16.
Like, am I an accessory?
I was like 16 years old. And I was like, okay.
Is that where you would hit to this day? Do you agree with 16-year-old Joe Rogan? Is that where you hit them?
No, I don't know why I told him in the neck. Probably because I didn't have a good answer. I would say I would say knock them unconscious and then stomp them to death.
Their head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you wanted to kill somebody with your bare hands and feet, that's the best way.
Well,
to
just choke them until
choke them unconscious,
and then keep choking.
And then keep choking them.
I aim for the mythological spot under the armpit that shuts you off like a light switch.
Yeah,
the chakra.
Yeah, yeah, soul sucker, I call it.
It's just any kind of like physical conflict is a weird thing. But I think the biggest problem with physical conflict is like most people have never done it, and they're scared of it, and then they puff their chest out and they act ridiculous. And
I've done it a lot, and I'm scared of it. Dude, I've never done it like trained or well. I mean, it's like street stuff, and I'm still terrified of it.
So many guys talk themselves into a fucking terrible beating for no reason. It's just because they think they're in a movie or something. They think they have to say something back.
Well, I mean, the street out here keeps World Star Hip Hop alive. 6th Street, and I mean, it is.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I feel like it's a lucky thing down here that like. Thank God it's a lot of people who don't know how to fight. Those fights really don't go like people get knocked down and shit all the time, but they're wild swings.
That's the thing. Most people don't know how to fight, so that's sort of like the great equalizer. If everyone knew how to fight, nobody would be fighting.
Well, I think it's the people that don't find themselves getting in those situations or avoid those situations.
People, they're more respectful.
They don't need to prove anything.
Well, it's also to learn how to do that, you've got to get your ass kicked a lot for many years.
And you start to understand exactly how little you know how to fight in the beginning. It's like open mic in comedy. You're like, oh, I suck. So there's no ego once you actually like go and train. But yeah, I mean, the amount of people that like that know how to fight, just typically there's just nothing to prove. Like before I ever trained anything at all, it was like in my mind I was like I had to be tough and I had to like go prove that I was the toughest guy. Like if I was in a bar, I'd be like, dude, I could beat up anybody in this bar. I couldn't beat up anybody. I was a fat fucking just a goth kid. But
you also had to walk the New York streets by you kind of have to fill yourself with some kind of like, I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy they should go for.
I think
or you should walk around looking terrified.
Well, you're a big dude. That helps.
Yeah, I'm a big Latino guy, and I think that like
you can scare people off just with a little attitude.
Yeah,
good defense mechanism.
Just
carry
bark.
that. You put that knife in your hair.
It's like a Labrador Retriever that barks at you. Like, bitch, you ain't gonna bite me. I know what you are.
I mean, if he had a braid blade, he would fucking.
Oh my god!
You'd stab yourself right in the neck. It would whip around your head and stab you right in the neck. It'd be your first time doing it.
And then your back.
No practice. Out of your neck.
Get it out! Get it out! Oh god! I need your help. I need your help now.
Hey, you tried to get the guy you were trying to kill down me. I'm so sorry. You're right. I was being a dick.
You were
Get
once
the knife out of my back.
You were once foe. I now consider you friend.
My braid blade is stuck in my back.
My braid blade.
Oh god! Is it bad? Is it bad? Is it bad?
Oh my god, my braid blade is so stupid. God, that's so stupid. Yeah.
Oh god, is it bad?
Oh. That's why kids can't vote, right? That's why you don't let an 8-year-old vote.
Because he wants a braid blade.
You have a preposterous plan, young man. Your plan is preposterous.
I don't think they should let 18-year-olds vote. I think you should have to be 45 and own property to vote. I have old like slave rules in my mind.
Tell me this: what the fuck is going on in New York? Are you guys about to really elect a communist? Is that really what's happening?
Which one's that?
Zobang
Oh, that guy's a good rapper. Have you ever seen his rap work, though?
Is he
He's
good?
nice. No, but he does do rap music.
I heard he did a lot of different things. He had a bunch of various accents.
Have you heard his rap music?
He's gonna win.
Yeah?
So crazy.
Why?
We live in New Jersey, dude.
Stavros is helping him.
Is Stavros going to make sure
Hey,
it
but
happens?
here's the thing, man. Like, every time something new happens, whether it's some new person that comes in that bucks the system, anytime, that's good. The system needs to get tested. If you're mad because a communist won or is going to win as the mayor of New York City, well, clearly you didn't do your job opposing side. Because you don't have the right guy, nobody's interested in what you have to say. They don't feel like you're representing the people. Someone fucked up.
Cuomo's no good.
They pushed him out. They pushed Cuomo out, and this guy won the Democratic primary.
Is that what Corinne was running for?
Mayor,
Well,
yeah.
look,
Mayor?
They pushed him out as a governor, right? And so after they pushed him out as a governor, Hochul takes off, and now he's running for mayor. And when he's running for mayor, he lost in the primary to Mamdani. But then he kept running, I guess, as an independent. Is he as an independent now?
If you say on the microphone, Joe, vote Corinne Fisher, we will know the mayor of New York.
Yeah.
Oh, Corinne Fisher, the comedian?
Yeah, she pulled herself out, though.
She pulled out of the race.
Oh, she did?
But she was running for mayor of New York.
Oh, that's right.
And
that was a while back.
We spent months making fun of it. It ruled.
It's who would want that job? Good Lord. Who would want to be Bill de Blasio's next guy? You know, like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it seems like
Who
a
wants
weird...
that job? Half the city's going to fucking hate you.
You get to live in Gracie Manor.
No matter
though.
what, you got to hope something terroristic happens that brings this place together.
Like 9/11
Well, that's what you know what's funny? Because I moved up to New York right after 9/11 because it was taking too long to drive there because the way they shut down like the tunnels and everything. So like that's the time that I fucking moved, and it really was like a fucking not like a scary place at the time, but it definitely like Giuliani was divisive to people, and then it was just this guy's the best. He's on Saturday Night Live and he's cutting ribbons, and everyone it just became immediate love for him, and that sort of happened immediately. That didn't it get like George W. Bush like a month of the whole country was like, yeah, dude, let's go get him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really did bring everyone together.
Like, but everyone loved because then it's like Giuliani went away from New York, and then the next thing you know, it's like I don't pay attention to politics stuff. It's like Giuliani, that clown piece of shit that everybody hates, and look at his shit running down his face, and he's an asshole. I'm like, I thought we loved him because he
didn't he like clean up New York
city
too?
up?
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's like,
like
no more
prostitution and drugs were all out of Times Square, and
he did a fantastic job when he was the mayor, if you look at it that way. But the thing is, he supported Trump, and so everybody was like, fuck him.
That's
He's a
it.
loser. And
Simply.
you just forget what he did during 9/11. Yeah.
Yeah,
People
now
are
it goes
so
back.
nice.
Now it's like
But I
he
think
let
a lot of-
9/11 happen.
But a lot of people will also like be like, yeah, New York lost its soul after Giuliani. Like even before Trump, like a lot of people were hating on Giuliani because there was like a romanticism about New York being kind of like dangerous and like, you know, it's like. But
There's something to be said
worry.
for that, but that's also like, hey, guess what?
There's plenty of soul still in
Things
Brooklyn and the
move on.
Bronx.
Things move on. If the number one thing that you want to keep open forever and ever is peep shows, like, hey, maybe you got bad priorities. You lived through it, right? You saw the peep show. You walked by the adult bookstore. Okay, that's over.
Dude, that was
now. That's
right-
going to be at Papa John's.
Right when I moved to New York City, it was days before 9/11, a week before 9/11. I started going to school in New York City, and I used to get off the bus at Port Authority, and there was all of those. It wasn't even like peep shows. It was just essentially porn in a booth. You'd go in a booth, you put
the
in
buttons
$1.
like 5 buttons.
Yeah, just sticky,
5 pornos.
just sticky buttons. The amount of dude, I used to go in and I used to just jerk off
That's crazy.
in these. No, all the time, dude. And
No, I know a lot of people do this, but
you'd put $1 in, and then you'd get like 3 minutes, and you'd have to like click through. And just like you're clicking through porn now, you'd have to find the porn you wanted to finish to. Put another $1.
Did you lean your back against the wall?
I sat down one time, and I remember it was the seat was
you
wet.
sat.
The seat was wet one time, and I sat on it, and I convinced myself that my asshole sucked AIDS into my body.
Yeah. Well, yes. Stop wondering where you got it from. That's the answer.
I had a friend of mine who used to be a crack addict, and he used to go to those places, and he would smoke crack and just jack off in them all day. He said he'd be in there for hours. And I was like, what the fuck? What is this crack?
That is, what's the crack that makes you so awesome?
Dude,
Bro,
when I
you
smoke
hear
crack, I can't get hard at all.
There's two people that talked about it where it makes you try it. Makes you want to try it. One of them is Hunter Biden. He talked about it on that I'm sorry. What was that show again?
It was Channel 5, Andrew Callahan's.
Andrew Callahan, Channel 5. He did an interview with Biden, and Biden gives like a soliloquy about the virtues of crack, like how much he loved crack, and like what the crack experience is like with the. And it's so good. Like he's talking about it. He's so articulate. It makes you want to try crack. And then Charlie Sheen told me the first time he tried smoking crack at all. This is in his documentary too, I think. Either way. A girl was giving him a blowjob while he took his very first hit of crack. And he said to this day, nothing's ever topped it.
Yeah. I've always heard it's the exhale of crack is amazing.
The exhale.
And then you go, we got to get crack. We have to find more crack immediately.
Guys, you want to just do crack?
Yeah.
It's crazy
It's one that
because
I said I would try, probably.
What'd you say?
It's one that I said I probably would try.
You would try crack?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Probably. I mean, I'm not going to, but for the things you were like, would you try this? Would you try? I would try crack before I took LSD.
That's insane.
Quicker.
That's actually insane.
It's quicker.
LSD is an experience.
Right.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I'll take those.
What if you knew it's
I'll take those
real,
5 minutes of
pure
crack.
LSD? Like if you got it from a scientist.
We dosed Jay with LSD. The only time he's done LSD was. Do you know about this?
No.
Terrible friends.
So we had
How much the dose?
Well,
one hit of acid in his beer. So here's what happened.
You didn't let him know at all?
Well, it wasn't my fault.
okay, hang on.
Don't be so accusatory, Joe. You didn't watch the trial of the
I'm just
century,
asking.
obviously.
Just asking.
You brought this up, Lewis. It's going to make you look bad.
No, it's not gonna make me look bad.
Rogan, this is not Rogan's fear behavior.
I will tell you what happened. Okay, so we were having an election for the president of the Legion of Skanks.
I hate treat people in the sphere, dude.
And Ari Shafir was running against me, Jay, and Dave Smith to be the president of our podcast. And obviously he won. But he had Shane Gillis as his running mate. This is before Shane blew up. But Shane's always been fucking brilliant. So we were doing these every week. It was during the pandemic. We were one of the only live experiences. Like all the comedy clubs were closed down. We did our show outside. So people were coming out every week. They were super, super invested. And we had all these special guests on. And every week it was just getting better and better. And it was the last episode. We were about to decide who the president was. We were deciding that day. And Ari had just dosed Bert like maybe a year before on his
Several
podcast.
years before.
Was our several years. So then I got a hit of acid from a kid in the audience. And I was like, I'm going to dose Ari.
Just some guy.
Just some dude. He said it was a really good acid. So then I put into Ari's beer. Right. And then I was like, Ari's going to win, whatever. Let's be hilarious. We're going to dose Ari on the podcast. So I told Shane, I was like, dude, this is hilarious. We're going to dose Ari. Shane tells Ari. And then on the podcast, we went back and watched this because it's on camera. On the podcast, when Jay's not looking, Jay's like just pontificating or being funny or whatever. Ari switches beers with Big Jay and gives it to Jay. And then Jay starts drinking it or whatever. Now Ari, for the next hour, starts pretending to trip. And he's like doing all this. He's being all weird. And me and my buddy are cackling, laughing at him. And then
let me give you my perspective of where we're at here in this part of the story. I am not looking at Ari. What I'm noticing is everybody else at the table is like talking amongst themselves. David Tell was there too.
Yeah,
right?
he was.
We're talking amongst themselves while I'm saying something. And I'm like I'm losing the people I'm doing a show with. I'm like blah. And I start trailing off and I'm like, guys, like what's, almost like off microphone. I'm like, what's going on? Why is it? And Lewis leans over to me and goes, I dosed Ari's beer with acid. And I went, come on, man. I was like, duh. I don't want to do this stuff. I don't want to get into the
To be fair to Jay, his reaction was like, that's not a good idea at all. He was not on board with it.
Never.
Yeah.
I said, let's not get involved in the dosing game. Dave Smith also said the same thing. And, but damage was done. And then I go, all right, well, if you're going to do it to somebody, dare I say, Ari's the person who deserves that to happen to him the most. So I'm like, all right, well, it's Ari at least. And then they go, so what we're laughing at is look at Ari. So I finally look over at Ari, and he is like, like licking the microphone and like doing all that stuff. And then they pull a big reveal.
Yeah, I was like, I dosed you, Ari, so I don't care if you win. And then he's like doing this. Then he was like, oh, really?
No. He goes, oh, dude, really? Did you dosed me with LSD? That's so not cool. He goes, you did that? Or did I switch my beer with Jay's?
It's just completely.
He comes out, and then you see me literally on camera go, no, how did I get involved in this at all? And then they played the replay. You see Shane looks at the camera and says, I'm sorry. because he feels terrible that he didn't stop him.
And then Jay, he had never taken acid, so Jay stayed up for 72 hours.
26 straight hours.
26 straight hours.
Wow. All I was doing was, and they go, well, did you have fun at least? Did you like watch something? Did the walls melt? Did have some kind of revelation? I go, I sat on my couch for 26 hours. I went outside a few times and sat there thinking, why would my friends have done this to me? That was my consuming thought. Why would my friends do this to me? I wouldn't do this to them. Why would they do it to me?
You just caught a stray.
Yeah.
You caught a stray in a righteous war. Like Ari deserved to get dosed at least once.
Sure. And somehow he avoided it.
Did you ever see the one where Ari was on, what pod was he on? Brian Redband's podcast?
I think it was Sam Tripoli's.
Sam Tripoli's podcast. Yeah. So it was at, it was like quite a while back, like 2010 or something like that. And they smoked salvia on the podcast. And Ari said that he lived a whole nother life under the water for like 6 months. Like he had friends, he had a girlfriend, he had a job. And then he had lived a whole life. And
in
then
30 seconds.
And then he came back. It was just a few minutes. But whatever it was, like that stuff was weird because you could just buy it at a head shop.
Yeah.
And it was like one of the most potent psychedelics you could ever take.
Yeah, it was just unregulated for like a year, so everyone was buying salvia.
And then
bath salts, the guy ate a guy's face.
I smoked salvia.
Yeah, but that guy probably had problems already.
My buddy Forrest brought home salvia from college. Didn't tell me what it was. We were just driving in my car with a bong. This is where I was at in my life. I had a bong in the car. And then,
what kind of car? But you got to bring it from in and out of the house.
Driving. He's like, dude, here, hit this. And I grabbed the bong, and I'm driving, literally, and I go...
Oh, no.
And then he goes, put that down, because it was a Coppercross Street, and then the word down, it like elongated and went like down, and then...
You saw the word?
The word down, giant block letters, crashed in front of the car, like it was like stone letters, the word down, and I was like... And I pulled over to the side of the road, and he was just laughing in my face, and I was like, what the fuck was that? A minute, 30 seconds? Like, it was just so quick. But it was like
you don't
super
do it
intense.
while you're driving. I don't know who didn't teach you that.
Well, there was that video of the person jumping out of the window, right? That was like the famous like viral one where someone smokes cigarette right away. They just go, and just like go out out of their fucking window behind their couch.
Dude.
I can't do hallucinogens at all.
But that's almost why I'm saying like crack. Like I would try that over again because I've only been dosed with LSD. It was 26 hours of just being bummed out.
Crack's way quicker.
As I'm saying, to me, it's almost like I'd try things that are like this will be done quick.
Ketamine.
That was the crazy thing about the Hunter Biden interview is that he was saying that it's probably safer for you than alcohol. And he's pretty smart. That's what's uncomfortable.
He's clean now, he's saying, though?
Yeah.
It probably is.
You know, allegedly. I mean, you know.
I always believe that's always a big thing. When someone gets off drugs, but they don't talk about it with like just I'm told to call it evil and say it was evil and have some like fun reflection on it. I think they're more prepared to stop for real.
Yeah, that's true, right? Because they're being honest about it.
They're being honest. They're like, damn, dude. They're like, first couple months, we've never laughed harder in my life. Have like enjoyed it, and then it's like, but then I just, my money's gone, my family's pissed.
Was it like a Colombian president or one of these it was some country, like the president was like, no, cocaine's safer than alcohol, and he was like straight up, and then like they did like a review on it. It technically is. I
think the real problem is the fentanyl stuff, the laced cocaine. The stuff that's laced with stuff other than pure cocaine. But that's the problem with an unregulated black market. If they made it legal in America and pharmaceutical drug companies sold cocaine, you'd get like the best cocaine. You'd get pure cocaine.
Yeah.
It's recreational from a pharmacy.
I don't even think...
We're going to Gonzales pharmacy.
I don't even know if you can grow it in America. Are there places in America that are capable of growing coca leaves?
I think you need slaves.
Yeah. Did you ever see that thing? There's a show called Trafficked with Mariana Van Zeller. There's this lady, she's an investigative journalist, and she does wild stories. Like she went to the people in Colombia that are making the cocaine, and she interviewed all of them. They all wore masks and shit, and then she went with them out into the woods when they walked through the jungle to bring the cocaine to the dealers. And she was there with them for the whole process.
Just documenting it.
Like, what the fuck, man? Like, they're just using gasoline, just pouring gasoline on these coca leaves, and they're making this. It's like, this is completely unregulated. This all could be done in a pharmaceutical drug studio where they have, like, laboratories, and everybody's wearing hazmat suits and shit, and they make perfect cocaine.
This cocaine sounds awesome, Joe.
Yeah.
Perfect cocaine.
It does sound like a long way to go for you guys to be able to dance like black people aren't watching.
In the U.S., there is no widespread reports of commercial coca cultivation, but the plant thrives best in conditions similar to those found in the Andean regions of South America, generally between 1,650 to 6,000 feet elevation with warm temperatures and abundant rainfall. Yeah, see, it's not a good plant for America. It's a South American plant.
Yeah, we can grow weed here really well. We figured that out.
Yeah, but, I
remember the first time I went to...
If it was legal, you'd get pure cocaine.
Well, that's what they're
Fucking America sucks.
It probably will be legal one day.
It should be legal.
Yeah.
If you can't prove... This is what it should be. We could prove it's killing more people than are having fun with it. Let's make it illegal. If you can't do that, why is it illegal? Because you shouldn't take it. Okay, then don't take it. But what if you want to take it? And what if you could just take it once and you're fine, and then you still... Are we allowed to have some fucking freedom or not? Or are we going to be nannied?
There would be a couple of years of people being, because you look at like weed, it's widespread legality of it now, right? Everyone's getting very high. The weed's gotten so strong, like it's like...
Well, there's that. The strength of it will be a concern, but I think there's also something to... I don't know. I've gone back and forth in that. I think it's when I had my daughter was like a teenager more, I was thinking, when they talk about that, like just legalize every drug, which I hear the argument for too. So I said I really don't know where I fall, but like I also have a feeling like when I was younger, I could have been someone could have got me to try heroin as a teenager by simply laying out like, I mean, it's legal, dude.
Right. Well,
so I wonder never stopped me from doing drugs.
It did weigh with me. A lot of it was a fear of having anything on me. I tell you, I got cocaine one time to bring to a girl. It was a bag this big, and I mean, I thought I was walking around like Marcellus Wallace's fucking soul. I mean, it was. I was like, oh my god, everyone's coming for this. Everyone knows they're gonna get me. They're gonna get it from me,
dude. Yeah, no, I would just assume the coke would be so good, and it would just be like a couple years of everyone just being like really fucked up. Like you can't go from it being like unregulated to just distributing it to everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's gonna be a long period of adjustment, but at least you're cutting out organized crime. It's like that's what they had to do with alcohol. So when alcohol prohibition was going on, how many years was alcohol prohibition again? Put that into perplexity.
2 years, is my guess.
Our sponsor, Perplexity.
4.5 years.
Probably better.
We have an AI sponsor now that we ask questions to.
Ooh.
How many years
was it? A sexy woman?
We don't make it talk. I don't want to pretend it's a person and fall in love with it.
13 years.
13 years of alcohol prohibition.
13 years, Daddy. That's your AI.
13 years. Yeah. Baby, it was 13 years with no alcohol. So during that time, that's the rise of organized crime. That's the rise of Al Capone. Like that's the rise of all these different mobsters. That's all. You could tie that back to the roots of organized crime getting money from alcohol. That's where NASCAR came from. It was like those guys were trying to get away from cops, so they made the best cars. That's really what it was.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Oh, for real?
The roots of NASCAR is they made those souped up cars to get the fuck away from cops because they were running moonshine. Yeah.
Damn.
And that they stopped that, and then it came normal, and now it's Bud Light. Now you can go and get a bottle of Makers.
Yeah.
You can get it's in a store. It's like
the
regulated.
The legality never because I've tried almost every drug, but the legality of it never really got me. But it's just the accessibility of it, right? Like I might have, if weed was accessible as it is now, I might have tried weed way earlier than I did. I didn't start smoking weed till I was almost out of high school. But if it was just everywhere and it was great and you knew where everything came from, you had to go on a journey to find weed. Even when we go on the road back in the day, we'd land in whatever new town and I'd be like, Jay, I'll be back in an hour. I got to go find weed. And I just ask every skateboarder that I saw until somebody eventually.
You look like a cop. If I was a skateboarder and you came up to me, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here, pig. Fuck you, man.
It's so funny though. Potheads love getting each other high because that back in the day, you'd literally just find somebody that looked like they liked weed,
especially if they're currently high.
Yeah,
then they're more likely to be pliable.
They'll go out of their whole way. But they'll go out of their entire way to just go and hook you up with their guy.
Bro, I'll bring you to my friend Scott's house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next you know, you're hanging with Scott, listening to Slipknot.
Telling him about your braid blade.
The great mosh pit injury of 2011.
First EP.
But yeah, if all drugs were accessible, I mean,
illegal, I think would have drawn me to some things. Like I said, and accessible.
But here's the thing.
But I'll tell you what's funny too, that you don't really have much of, but you definitely went through phases, I'm sure, in your life because you started smoking younger than I did even. But as much as I smoke, I consistently have smoked weed since I started smoking, which was 20 some years ago.
I made you a pothead.
Yeah, without a doubt. But it is so funny though that I've still to this day don't have the. I'm faking it every time somebody comes to me and goes like, "Oh man, look at that right there." I would just go, Okay, I know. I don't know. I don't mean it at all. When they start showing me purple things inside of it and stuff, I always go, "No shit."
I don't care about strains. They're like, dude, it's an indica dominant hybrid. It's 28%. It's like
I do care about that. I do care about it not just being a sativa because that'll just give me anxiety sometimes. But like besides that, and by the way, if I'm with a bunch of people. And I don't ask what it is. If it's sativa, we just smoke it. I don't overthink it.
Ew, asking what it is.
That's crazy.
Ew. You're all hanging out in a barbecue.
Well, here's why, because it's not going to...
Some guy's passing a joint, you're like, wait, what is this?
To me, I say
sativa. Is this a hybrid?
Smoking alone, a sativa, and like if I'm just like in my hotel room or something, I might get a little like just panicky. It just still gets me like anxious. And it's just like health anxious stuff. It's like, I'm probably having a heart attack. It's not like the world's coming down on me. It's really like... why is my heart racing so fast? That's probably my body shutting off, huh?
I would feel like if I have those thoughts, then you'd feel real confident. It goes away.
Yeah,
crack is the opposite of weed.
Yeah.
You'd be like, my fucking heart will never stop beating.
That's fucking hard.
He goes, I got to make sure my heart is still beating. I'm going to climb to the roof of this fucking place.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I don't think you should smoke crack, but I don't think people are going to stop smoking crack, and it's someone's making money off of it. So it's like, why should that money be made in an unregulated way where you don't know what you're getting and 100,000 people are dying every year because of that, right? 100,000 people are dying of opioid overdoses every year. And if that's the case, those 100,000 people, that's just in the United States. Those 100,000 people, like, how many of them wouldn't die if they weren't getting fentanyl-laced stuff? So is it worth 100 million or 100,000 people not dying to get them pure cocaine from a laboratory and sell it to them rather than them get it from the cartel and maybe die?
Is it legal anywhere, coke? It is, right? There's a couple, like Portugal, I think all drugs are legal.
Portugal, all drugs, I think, it's called decriminalized.
So a bunch of fucking junkies outside of a CVS, though? Getting their fucking flu shots and picking up their cocaine.
No, I don't think. The thing is, it's not junkie behavior. If you're forced to, like, if it's illegal, you're forced to do it in alleyways and shit. I think if it's
that's what the Democrats need to do. They need to push legalized drugs and then Medicaid-funded legalized drugs, and then people could just go to CVS and get coke.
I would vote if somebody said legalized drugs. We're going to lower taxes by 20%. I don't care about any of their other policies. They're getting my vote every time. Period.
Yeah, but legalized drugs is a good one just because you're not supposed to tell me what to do. Like, it's not supposed to be one grown adult tells another grown adult what to consume or not to consume, especially when there's a lot of shit that shows it's not dangerous. So if you're doing that with pot, Venezuela, so cocaine, Venezuela allows possession of up to 2 grams for personal use. Peru, Colombia, Bolivia, Ecuador, Paraguay, Mexico, and Poland permit legal or decriminalized possession for personal use.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico went crazy with all that stuff.
Mexico, it's legal to possess for personal use for cocaine.
You can get a lot of stuff in Mexico. That's why they have those Ibogaine centers down there, too. People go to cure addiction. That's illegal in America. It's so fucking stupid. But they're starting to do that here. They're doing one in Texas because of former Governor Rick Perry, because it helps a lot of soldiers, a lot of cops with PTSD, soldiers with PTSD. Like Ibogaine is like very helpful. Meanwhile, most of that stuff is illegal in the United States for the most. It's like federally illegal. And like, why? Like, review that. This is fucking stupid. We're not babies. We're not getting any younger either. Like, we should have figured this out in the 80s when I was in high school. Like, why is this conversation still going on where you're letting grown adults tell other grown adults that they can't take things? Like, bitch, you don't even know what that thing is. You've never taken it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Do whatever you want to do with your body. That's what I say.
Maybe this is what Zorhan Babadook is going to do in New York. What's his name?
Remember the Zohan?
He's going to bring it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting how much he changes once he gets into office, how much influence they can put on him.
Goodbye, Jew York.
It's gonna,
am I right?
But I feel like that's how the game is supposed to be played.
Why is Stavros so stoked on him?
I don't know. Stavi's having a good time. I don't know. That's what he aligns with his political ideology.
But I wonder if it's like a specific thing. I just don't know any of his policies. I know he has a rap thing, and maybe prostitution is going to be legal. That's the 2 things I heard.
Yeah, I think they already did that. I think they already decriminalized it.
Decriminalize prostitution?
Did they decriminalize prostitution in New York?
Take it from me. No, they haven't.
I don't think so.
No.
There was talk about doing that, right?
Oh, maybe. Yeah. But
I think it should be legal too.
New York, I'd say when they pop up with a new like holy shit law, they'll just drop it on you one morning. I mean, the smoking cigarettes not smoke cigarettes, I'm saying smoking weed wherever you, like so legal that you can smoke anywhere you smoke cigarettes outside. You can smoke weed in New York. The day it went legal, and it was like so unceremonious. I remember like finding out like that day, it's like weed's legal today. Like really? Yeah. It was such like a thing that was like debated for so long, and then one day it just was.
Yeah,
and then there was all of these
super illegal in New York City.
There was all these like fake dispensaries that popped up. All of, there was like 100 of them because they couldn't, like, the cops didn't know what to do with them.
Nope.
So like 100 dispensaries opened up over the course of like a week. There was trucks with like just Puerto Rican guys in the back of the truck being like, "Oh, welcome to the weed shop,"
and they were bringing in the best shit from California.
So good. Yeah. And then one day, just the same way it was unceremoniously that it was legal, they said, "Oh, we're just fucking arresting everybody." And then they shut down every dispensary in New York and they raided all of them.
I think they didn't do much arresting, I don't think. It was honestly, but they went in, 'cause I'd go to the places and like it was like going to your favorite burger shop and finding out it just got robbed violently. Like you go in this place and they're just like picking up the pieces of things left behind. They go, "They took everything, man. They just came in and
they took the whole ATM machine.
They took the whole fucking stash they had." And
when was this?
A couple years ago.
3 years ago, maybe.
Jesus
and then fucking he went and Eric Adams like burned it all. Like he burned it all off, all the stuff they just like took from the stores.
So he took all the weed and burned it? Eric Adams did?
Yeah.
Okay, so they decriminalized it for a short period of time and then decided to crack down on illegal dispensaries only? Or but
they
what
didn't
about
decriminalize
normal?
it, they legalized it
They
flat
legalized
out.
it. But so they're just getting it from these illegal dispensaries that don't have a license, right?
The problem was the idea. I think the way they got it to pass.
Oh, he personally destroyed it?
Yeah. The way
you piece of
I
shit.
think the way they got it to pass of doing like getting legalized New York, it was that it's going to bring revenue to New York. So it's like we're going to use growers in New York. So it's like all these brands you never heard of before.
Bro, why would he film himself running the tractor that's picking up the weed and dumping it onto the fire?
It's just marketing.
He's an old school player.
Just to get people talking about him.
That is such a bad idea. Like, if you're willing to do that, if you're a mayor and you think... That's like when... What was the guy that climbed in the tank during... he was running for president, and they took a photo of him, like a photo op, but he was in a tank. He had like a helmet on. He looked like such a fucking dork that immediately... Yes, Michael Dukakis.
Michael Dukakis.
Look at this dork. He's like this tiny little guy, and he took this photo with him in a tank, and everybody was like, "It's over. Forget it, dude.
Had to destroy a presidential
you
candidate.
You can't come back from this." Yeah.
Michael Dukakis, his eyebrows. That's what I remember.
Yeah. Well, then his lady was like drinking... What was she drinking? She was drinking like either mouthwash or cologne or something like that, right?
To get drunk?
Yeah, trying to get drunk. She was
Michael Dukakis' wife?
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
It was
nail polish remover, wasn't
something crazy like that.
I think I remember that story.
Like something crazy toxic. She was just trying to catch a buzz off of anything.
Yeah. What was he? He was going against George H.W. Bush, right?
I believe so.
She's drinking rubbing alcohol.
Rubbing alcohol. Fucking imagine how that burn's going down. Rubbing alcohol. Can rubbing alcohol actually get you drunk?
Oh, yeah.
Can it kill you? Will it kill you?
That's where the poison and dose thing becomes a thing, yeah, for sure.
Wow.
How about witch hazel?
Let's see how much.
Yeah.
You could drink rubbing alcohol for sure.
Yeah. That was the scandal of the time back then.
Dukakis.
Yeah. Why were we talking about him?
Mayor Adams burning the weed.
Oh, that's such a bad look, man.
Yeah. Well, like, what is the angle? It's either your city, and your state's made it legal. So it's like, what is the imagery of you burning it now?
I'm telling you, because he's going. This is about New York thing. He's basically saying like these are businesses coming in and not bringing any revenue to like New York.
This is what I would say. Okay, if I was the mayor and they had already done this, I would say, let's auction off these weed and give that money to the education system.
Sure.
You have 4 tons of weed that you can sell now.
Yeah.
Okay? But then the problem is now then the cops have an incentive to steal your weed and then resell it. And the cops become the biggest dealers in New York. If they could just steal your weed and resell it,
Mayor
if
Adams
they made it legal.
He's like Nino Brown.
Yeah, why were they able to steal that weed? If the weed is legal, like, what are we doing?
It's because they're reselling
it's like if
it
you're
with
trying
no
to sell
thing.
alcohol, though. Like if you were selling beers on a street corner,
taxes.
Yeah, they got to get their cut.
That's why you can't sell alcohol
Adams
in a restaurant that doesn't have a license.
Also today announced that as of yesterday, the task force has conducted inspections of 100% of known shops identified as selling cannabis illegally, and that was part of Operation Padlock to protect Operation Padlock to protect's initial list of illegal shops. As a result of Operation's rapid success, the city has seized more than $63 million in illegal product, which has been taking up an outsized amount of space across NYPD's network of evidence warehouses.
So many Jeters. So many Jeters and Stizzies.
It sounds like you're just stealing weed. It sounds like you're stealing weed.
That's what I'm telling you. These shop owners, the two places that I would go that got shut down, the shop owners came out like arms in the air, like, this is crazy. Like, they just came in and just destroyed everything.
Here's my question, though. If it's legal, so it's legal. So if it is legal and you can sell it, why are you able to take... If you're going to a shop that's illegally selling televisions, okay, and you go in there and you go, oh, these guys have 60 televisions. You don't burn them. Right? You don't take it from them and burn them. Why are you allowed to take $63 million worth of marijuana product if it's legal? Even if it's an illegal store, why are you allowed to take their product and just destroy it? Like, that seems so stupid.
Yeah, it seems crazy.
Like, we know it's a commodity. Like, do you have 63? Are you richy rich? Are you so rich that you get to burn $63 million? You're not worried about what goes to the city?
Joe, I feel like you
crazy.
are. I feel like you could burn $63 million worth of weed and be like, wasn't even that big of a deal.
I'd feel it. But the point is, like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you burn it? Why wouldn't you just give it away or sell it?
Yeah.
You know, give it away to poor people who can't afford weed.
That's
They
what you
love
should have done with the money. You should have bought it.
I wish I could.
Just sitting on a mountain of weed.
And I just said I'm going to give out all this weed to all the poor neighborhoods, all the people who can't support weed.
Here's the answer in the last paragraph: unregulated.
Unregulated.
Right, of course.
Paying taxes on any of it.
Of course.
It's also
here's the thing.
consumable, right? So if somebody said
that was my point, though. If you have unregulated televisions, they don't destroy the televisions.
They probably do.
Oh no, do they really?
Yeah, I actually bet they probably
wouldn't they auction them off?
They'd get mad. No, they wouldn't. I mean, they'd probably try to.
And it's also you're not consuming the TV, right? So it's not something you're putting in your body. So the regulation exists. Obviously, it's just for taxes and bullshit.
Well, they always
police auctions, so maybe they would.
I was going to say police auction for cars. They've seized cars.
They definitely do that. They don't destroy cars. I know.
They don't even tell you. They're like, it's like, hey, I got a Mercedes. Like, yeah, well, you better hope the guy doesn't come looking for it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I told my friend. He was buying a Porsche, like one of them old school Porsches, the slant nose. I was like, dude, that's a drug dealer car. How many of them exist that even look like that thing? That guy's gonna find you one day. You're gonna be at a restaurant. He's gonna be out of jail.
Like, hey,
my first apartment.
Where'd you get that car?
My first apartment in New York that I had, the landlord lived upstairs, him and his wife and kid, and he looked exactly like Travis Bickle. I mean, exactly like the character Travis Bickle. And his name was Wayne, and he used to.
Wait, who's Travis Bickle again?
That's Robert De Niro's character in Taxi Driver.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
He looked exactly like he purposely chose to look like that character.
Oh boy.
And the property had in front of the whole place a gigantic green like padlocked gate, and inside there was two giant like fucking pit bulls, these angry dogs that were just in a gate outside. And then the house you'd walk into, we were the first floor, they were second floor. But he was a repo man. And so when you come home, anytime, and like the reason we had to padlock the whole property was because up on the property in the front lawn, it would be like McLarens and fucking these
Whoa.
Like, he was like just repoing like drug dealer cars constantly. There was being our front yard. It's so terrifying.
That's fucking terrifying.
Scary as shit.
Because if you come out, where's my fucking car? Like, I don't know. I don't have anything to do with it.
By the way, we're in Queens, and we moved to Astoria because everyone was like, Astoria, Greek, it's so great, and the food, and it's so not scary, and a wonderful place. Well, the edge of it, where I moved, is on Queensbridge Projects, where rap comes from. And that was scary as hell. So it was like kind of like a rough area too. And they have these like, I mean, $200,000 cars just on a front lawn.
You don't want to buy a drug dealer's car.
No.
You don't want to live in his house after they repossess it. Like, no.
Would you live in a murder house for a good deal though?
I almost bought a murder house.
Yeah, I know.
I had put in an offer. It was accepted, and I pulled out at the last minute. It was
you promised to keep it alive and murder your.
It was a 300-year-old house. That was why I ended up not buying it. It was like, and there was a judge who lived in it, put a guy in prison, and when the guy got out of prison, he murdered the judge and his wife in the house. And they didn't tell me when I first toured it, and then I did the research on it, and I thought it was cool. Like, I didn't give a shit at all. I thought it was just like a fun story. Having ghosts.
What year was this?
Why does the one
like
bathroom
250
have
years ago.
blood coming out of the faucet?
Is that what you said? 250 years ago? Oh, okay, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
I'll live in that house.
Yeah, but that's how ghosts. You want those ghosts.
That's an old ghost.
Old timey ghosts
Yeah.
with chains and like a fucking
Yeah. Woo. That's fine. I don't want them new ghosts.
contemporary ghosts,
The
drug
new
dealer
ghosts,
ghosts.
The ones that throw you downstairs and kill you, choke you with
Slamming
their
your
pussy.
doors.
I can live in the on the property of murder, but not in the structure.
Bedroom. Oh,
Not
what?
the
Like if
structure.
murder happened on a manor in the English countryside.
No,
And,
just like it happened in a house, and then the house was like demolished. Like you
Okay.
can go,
What
they
if it
did-
happened in the woodshed, like Ed Gein style?
That's weird. Too. Well, in Long Island, they finally did, I think not long ago, like finally demolished the Amityville house.
Oh,
The
really?
Amityville Horror House. Like finally, just like someone bought the property and was like, just take it down.
What is the whole deal with the Amityville Horror? What was the true story about that?
Monsters and ghosts.
But
What do you mean?
I know
The devil
the
was in
movie,
an Amityville, New York.
But
Oh,
there
what are you
was.
asking?
What was the story?
Sometimes
Like,
a man's
what
got to kill his
supposed-
family.
Did the guy
because of a
actually
ghost.
kill his family?
Well,
though?
the Conjuring, right? That was their story, right? Like they were the ones who discovered the Amityville Horror House, the couple from the Conjuring.
Right, but what was the story about the Amityville Horror? Did the
A father that went nuts killed his family with an axe.
Is that what it was?
I think so.
The real story?
I believe so.
About the actual house itself. I
Shining.
know that was the movie, but I never knew if that was the actual story itself.
It's got a thing. I mean,
Because there's so many of those movies back in the 80s and shit. Like, they would just make up a history, and you would never be able to Google it.
Well, they
Oh,
say it's a
yeah.
true story. Like Weapons, the beginning of Weapons, they were like, "This is a true story." It's like, is it though?
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Was
if
there
I
a
was
witch
lying.
that came and possessed a bunch of children, and they all?
Okay, here it is. He was American mass murderer who was tried and convicted of the 1974 killings of his father, mother, 2 brothers, and 2 sisters in Amityville, New York. His name is Ronald Joseph DeFeo Jr. He was found guilty of 6 counts of second-degree murder and was sentenced to 25 to life. DeFeo died in March of 2021. The case inspired the book and film versions of the Amityville Horror.
there it is. It's 112 Ocean Avenue.
And so did he kill him with an axe? Shot him. Shot and killed 6 members of his family at their home.
It is
He
funny.
could have just been a piece of shit. The devil didn't have to have anything to do with that.
I know. That is something funny when there's sequels to something that is initially supposed to have actually happened.
Right. Then you just start making shit up.
Yeah, exactly.
That is kind of funny. That's a very good point.
Ed Gein 2, Electric Boogaloo. This is redemption arc.
DeFeo claiming he had no memory of killing his family, so they mounted a affirmative defense of insanity. Insanity plea was supported by the psychiatrist for the defense. Daniel Schwartz, the psychiatrist for the prosecution, Dr. Harold Zolan, maintained that although DeFeo was a user of heroin and LSD, he had antisocial personality disorder and was aware of his actions at the time of his crime. Interesting.
Heroin and LSD. Unregulated.
Interesting. Yeah, unregulated. That's it. That's the problem. You got it from the cartel. So that was based on a true story. But, all the demon shit in there, they just add that. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's kind of weird that
Possession
you're allowed to
shit.
do that after someone's dead. You just make up a bunch of stuff.
Sensationalize it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what Ed Gein's show just did.
Right, but this is like you're making up a thing where this guy is possessed by demons, which is why he's killing everybody.
You
He
give
could
him
have
like
just,
an out.
Yeah. Yeah, and not only that, you turn it into a horror movie that has the supernatural in it. Ed Gein, that show was about what he really did. Like, he really did take people's skin off.
The grave robbing and stuff like that was definitely like the real story.
He did make furniture out of people's skin.
Yeah.
Like, all that stuff was insane.
Yeah, the shows took a lot of like liberties with like rumors and shit, but it was
like him wearing dresses and jacking off? And stuff
no, like
that?
some of the murders, like he was never connected to all the murders that he did on the show. Like there was sort of like rumors, like none of it, like even the where he killed his brother. I guess
he was mostly a grave robber. Was his thing.
Yeah, he didn't. It was sort of like they kind of put 2 and 2 together, and they just said he murdered his brother, but that was never proven.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that part in the movie, and I was like, And I did look it up, and it did say that they weren't sure. They said he died of asphyxiation from the smoke.
Yeah.
But then they noticed that he had
a bruise, but they
in the
said he
back
could
of
have.
his head.
When he fell, he could have hit his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could have. Who knows? But he definitely killed a few people, at least, right?
I think he was only charged with 2.
2, yeah.
Only 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, serial killer.
Come on.
Come on.
The craziest one was Henry Lee Lucas. Do you ever see that movie, Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer?
Yeah.
It's based on Henry Lee Lucas. Him and this dude, they traveled across the country together, and he killed. Like, they don't even know how many people he killed. But then the problem with that guy is he also seems crazy. So then cops could bring him, what about this one? Illinois, 1972, Betty Lee Harris. I killed her, definitely.
Sure, why
I
not?
remember her. And so then they could chalk stuff off, like that they solved cases. And so they'll get a lot of these guys that are basically just fucking losers, that are, you know, probably strung out on meth, kill a few people, kill people for thrills in a gas station and stuff, like kind of like what the movie implied. But then you give them credit for like 100 deaths.
Did you ever speak to on this show any of the guys, the West Memphis Three? Did you have Damien Eccles on ever, the main kid from that?
No.
You know what I'm talking about, the West Memphis Three? Because that was a interesting. I wonder if like their lives are just fucked or if they're just doing okay.
Explain the West Memphis Three to people. Explain the story.
It was three like heavy metal gothy kids that were friends. One was like dim, or what do you call it, like dull, like brained. He was like 70 IQ or something.
This is the origin story of the Legion of Skanks.
Also, so
Hear music
that was
playing.
Lewis. Then he came to me, the goth lord. I was holding seances at my house.
There was a big guy. He was really funny. There was a guy into politics. It was a whole thing.
Something
So-
weird
What?
before we get too far.
Yeah.
Another AI platform says that he was on the podcast and on 2 other separate occasions, and that's not true.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, look.
So that's not.
It's confusing him with Duncan though for some reason.
They'll just say.
Oh, that's
AI will
so
just say whatever you want him to say.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, it's talking about stuff and it brings like I don't know, just thought that was very fucking weird.
That's so crazy.
So
That's not Perplexity. That's another shitty AI that lies, bitch ass.
Bias AI.
It's another country trying to ruin our great America with their feeble
Yeah.
lies.
And now you're all tied up with the West Memphis Three. Great.
Yeah.
So no, the 3 kids, they got arrested because two boys went missing.
What's that?
I think 2 little boys went missing, and they kind of rallied up these kids, and they didn't take it that seriously when they first got arrested for the murder of these 2 boys. 2 boys, I think, that were killed on the bike. I think it was two or three little boys. But I mean, they're like their dicks were cut off. It was like a violent murder of these little kids, and 3 of them.
3 8-year boys reported missing.
Yeah, they go missing, and they find like them ultimately, and they arrest these 3 kids because like the neighborhood was like, oh, those are the kids that are always making bonfires and wearing long coats, and they got arrested. The Damien Eccles kid kind of embraced it because he was like, you know, he's like, they didn't do it, so he's like, I'll be the, you know, the creepy kid who says a bunch of weird shit. And then they got the kid who's retarded to say they did it.
Oh my God.
But they let him, all of his details are wrong when they interview the kid, and they spent fucking 19 years or something like that in jail.
Oh my
One of them on death row. And they ended up they took the, what's that plea called? It's a very interesting plea you could put in that says you're admitting guilt, but they're letting you out. Because they didn't want to say, they wouldn't just overturn the thing because of no evidence and so much evidence to other people.
Sue them.
Right. So they were like,
Oh my God.
and then so they let them out.
Alfred plea.
Alfred plea, yeah.
How crazy is that?
And so they get out and they say they're guilty, but they all get to get out. But like, is the one who's
How
got a
long were
70
they in
IQ,
jail
like, are they
for?
okay?
Said 19 years?
I think 19 years.
18 years.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's so creepy, man.
And they think it's the one kid's stepfather is the one who looks most good for it.
You're
really,
asking
for
if you
the
think
murder?
they're just normal now?
I don't. That's
No.
what I'm asking.
You're not coming back from 18 years of being falsely incarcerated and being normal. You're fucked up.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Well, this is the one kid's like, you know, his brain is like slow. The other kid, the redheaded kid, but I wonder if their lives are like, if they're just like flourishing in any way.
I
or,
think
like,
the slow one's doing the best.
And you have to sign this plea, so you can't even make money for being wrongfully imprisoned. Which
They had to write a book,
ordinarily-
right?
Well, I don't know, but you're not going to get as much as you deserve. Nobody's going to read your book. Let's be
No.
honest.
Well,
Unless
the
you're a really good writer, no one's going to read
Well, yeah,
your
'cause the
book.
story's out there.
Right, the story's
We
out
know
there.
the whole
We know
story.
the end. The end. But the thing is, the fucking people that did that, they deserve to pay. They deserve to pay.
And they
they're
never
not gonna
caught the
get
real
it.
people, right?
No, so they're letting these people go, but they have to say they did it. Fuck you, man. You're
It's a
just
jail
trying
memoir.
to get out of. You're just trying to get out of jail because you should be in jail. You put people in jail for something they didn't belong being in jail for. That should be
You should write a book about your
heinous
jail
crime.
experience, though. There's no such thing as too much spit. Damien Eccles story.
How to cook lasagna in your toilet bowl with a hair dryer.
Toilet wine makes the pain go away.
The prison guards never hear you scream by Damien Eccles.
I think, in parentheses, I think they do hear it. They just don't care.
Oh, boy.
Dude, being in prison would just fuck.
It's still the scariest fear of mine in the world.
Going to prison?
End up having to go to prison. I will not do well.
Yeah, you will. With your nail polish, they'll love you, dude.
That's going to wear off eventually.
No, dude, you'll be somebody's fucking...
And then they're going to paint it back
You'll
on.
be somebody's
Because
You're going to get in trouble for bringing in nail polish. Other dudes are bringing in heroin.
No,
Big Jay's bringing
my
in nail
eyeshadow.
polish.
Oh, you're all skinny now, dude. You'd be somebody's bitch in a week.
Oh, my God.
Man.
I'll tell you what, I know from the times that I've been in, like, holding cells and shit that, like, they do not appreciate funny you think like they're going to in there.
They hate it.
They hate it.
They're tense. They're locked up.
I think they're tense. I think a lot of people, too, who are in there, especially when they look comfortable, live in a world that isn't, like, laughing a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like a machismo world where it's like a giggle makes you soft.
Yeah, they don't like that. They don't want you making silly jokes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm coming in there, I'm like, I'm making little zingers, and I'm like, I'm going to be out of here in a couple hours, guys.
They give you a nickname like, oh, yeah, you Smiley.
And one's like, I killed my stepdaughter.
That's
Like,
80%
oh,
of the
shit,
problems
all
in the world. If you're in a room where no one wants to laugh about something.
Well, I've said it's insane the mindset of like machismo that carries into prison. Where I'm like, if you could just organize, like a good speaker can go into a prison and be like, let's never fight. We could have a better than the NFL league of football in here with all the people and organize shit and like get through it much easier than
you just don't murder
looking
people,
over
they'll
your
let
shoulder, just looking over your shoulder all day and wondering if like the beef and the turf wars that's happening in prison are going to be a problem. Like we're all here. Yeah. Let's do something. Let's have movie night.
If reality TV is real, I feel like you can organize that, and eventually they'll give you dogs to help with like therapy dogs, which is pretty great.
Prison dogs.
Prison,
Have a dog in prison?
They give you dogs and cats
Fuck that
in prison.
for a minute.
That's weird that there's almost no emphasis on like, hey, how good of a job are prisons doing of rehabilitating people? Like there's no zero, but there's no emphasis on it in society. Not even saying, I don't know what they actually do, but no one cares about it. No one brings it up. Everybody just wants people locked up, and once they're locked up, they want them to do a long term.
Well, that's the end of the story, right? So we talked about that before. It's like they need the end of the story, and it's like, oh, the bad guy went to jail. End of the story. I don't give a fuck what happens.
Yeah. But a lot of these people, they're going to jail for 5 or 10 years, and there's no chance for them to be rehabilitated. They're always watching their back.
Well, they become worse very often. They end up, you go into a system where now you're around violent criminals with a criminal mentality for years and years and years, and you're sort of indoctrinated into that lifestyle.
I think you get let down a lot too. Like if you're a person who goes to jail and really, comes out holding a book. That's all they need now because they figured out, life and they got to do things right and get their kids back. Like, that ain't an easy fucking path. Like getting a job, difficult. It's like, how are you going to become like an entrepreneur is like the best thing you can come up with if you come out of jail. Like no one hires you. No one's like looking.
There's systems out there. Like I know when I worked at the last day job I had, I worked at a gym, and all the personal trainers were hired out of like a prison system. Like when they got out of jail, they learned personal training, and then New York Health and Racket Club hired them. Just a bunch of thugs on the floor.
Man.
That's hilarious.
I'd love to have that around my locker.
A bunch of a vetting process.
There'd be these like jack tattooed black dudes like just training this little old lady at the New York Health and Racket Club.
Hilarious.
Yeah, doing like prison workouts.
Yeah, I went to jail for doing stuff to a lady like you.
That's hilarious.
Lift it.
Ah, shit.
I can smell your fear. I taste it on your sweat. Now lift it.
Nobody ever thinks about rehabilitation. Never comes up.
Yeah.
Never comes up as like a story. Like we need to do better. We need to rehabilitate people better. We need to figure out what to do to them in there.
Never the system. It's always like a person. Someone's like, a person took an interest in me, and that person helped me turn my life around.
Right.
It's never like, by the time I get in there, like, this one sent me to that one.
Right.
This one looked out for me here. These classes were great.
I think day one when they open the prison, they're going to go, we're going to make a real difference here. And then within a week, you're like, these people are animals.
Of course.
I don't think
you can't do nice things for these fucking people.
I don't think they ever think they're going to make a difference. And then I think there's another problem that a lot of prisons are private prisons now, which is really a crazy idea.
How about that video of that girl
money.
just fucking the two guys in
Crazy.
the jail cell?
And doing a great
By
job.
the way, she's fucking like she's not worried that someone's going to find them.
Right. She's letting them film her.
Reckless abandon.
Wild. And she's a security guard.
She was not my face. Your face the only thing that in it. Like they're gonna figure it out.
Is that what she said? Don't put my face in it?
I don't know if she said that.
What
but
other
like,
hot guard
her face,
is there?
Her face. Well, no, her face really is never in it much. It's like she's blowing
Isn't
the
it
guy.
enough?
Is it? I thought it was like her.
I think so.
I thought it's like her riding his dick where you see her back.
Listen, there's some crazy people out there that just fucking go for it. They just hit the gas and drive off the
Especially
cliff.
sexually. That's like
I will tell you.
it's like a what do they call it? Like a deviancy. That they like they get off on like the danger.
I'd say hire 0 women for prison guard jobs in a male prison, but also if you're going to hire them, don't hire fat, ugly ones. They're going to help one escape.
Right. It's always
You can't take a girl who's got
lady
clearly
falls in
major
love.
self-esteem issues, and then a muscular fucking guy, jack guy, goes, "Yo, I mean, if I was out of here, we gonna." And then before you know it, you're fucking running across Canada.
There's been a bunch of those.
Waiting for some fat chick who's eventually gonna have to come home to her husband and be like, "They didn't actually want me. They just wanted my key to the door." That's all. They always leave a husband who's fat, just like them, sitting there accepting her fatness. And she flew too close to the sun.
How
she
many of
believed
these
that it was going to go
cases
good.
have happened? It's more than one, right?
I think a lot.
Let's throw that in perplexity.
I mean,
How many women
on the TV
have
show
been security guards that helped men escape?
There's on that show Love After Lockup. There's already been at least one thing of like the couple on there. The girl had to quit being a prison guard because she was fucking him. That's on a reality show, so it's happening.
But is
unreported
that's
a lot.
not that's not her helping him escape though.
No. But it's still like she's built. And then he came out, of course, and started fucking other people immediately the way he was supposed to because she's the big fat lady who's taking care of all the bills. And he's like, "Oh right, I'm not locked up in prison anymore. I want to go out with my buddies and meet a girl who I think is attractive." I watched it. My friend Jay, growing up, his brother got out of jail when we were teenagers, and I watched that exact same thing. He was out for less than a year, a whirlwind, until he went right back in. For horseshit. Same thing, robbing a Wawa.
So here we go. How many female security guards have been caught helping inmates to escape? And Perplexity is providing us with many stories. Vicky White, Assistant Director of Corrections in Alabama, helped inmate Casey White escape. Did they get married? Or did they just, baby, we got the same last name?
Well, you tell me, because it says here that they were
together.
both guests on the Joe Rogan Experience.
She was found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound after the escape and manhunt ended. Whoa, she took her own life. Joyce Mitchell, former prison worker in New York, convicted and sentenced for helping 2 convicted murderers escape from a maximum security prison in 2015. Smuggled tools like hacksaw blades to the inmates, was involved in the elaborate escape plan. Lynn Barnett, a prison guard in Missouri, helped convict Terry Banks, escaped in 1990. So there's a bunch of them.
Bring up a picture of each one of these fatzos. Neck down. I promise you. There's not one here who's got a body that's even decent.
Let's just pick one from the list of names. Because which one do you think would be the most likely to be tricked into almost anything by a guy with a big dick?
Vicky White. She killed herself. I feel like her life wasn't going too great before this.
Yeah,
I'm going by the places. This is Alabama. This could be bad.
All right, images.
It's better than I thought it was going to be.
It's better than I thought it was going to be.
And that dude looked like that. So there's Vicky. Oh, there you go. There's
fuck.
Vicky.
Nobody was picturing a white guy.
Looks like Sam Kinison.
It looks like fucking the guy from. What's the Quiet Place? You know what I'm talking about? From The Office, right?
Yeah.
What's his name?
I know what you mean. I can't.
John something?
John.
Yeah. Either way.
But it looks like him.
So there's been a few of those ladies that got duped by rascally prisoners.
Oh, yeah. But that
makes sense. Like, why are you letting women guard men? That's crazy.
I think all the things like that, you solve the problem. Again, people are so worried about getting a finger pointed about like being called you're genderist or racist or anything. But like, why is any man, doctor or otherwise, allowed in the locker room with 12-year-old Olympic gymnast girls?
Yeah.
Why is it happening?
Why ever?
Why is the best coach for a girls thing always got to be some old Russian? Just have a girl trainer. Let's not put anyone in the position where you're going to be staring at her fucking 12-year-old ass all day.
The best coach for any sport is probably still a dude, right? And you're probably trying to have this.
Coaching's theory, though. Coaching is theory. It's not.
Well, you're trying to have this kid go to the Olympics. Well, my assumption is if you look at all of the top sports coaches throughout history, they've been dudes.
Look at this one. The married woman fell in love with a convicted murderer, John Mannard, who was serving a life sentence. And in February 2006, she smuggled Mannard out in a dog crate.
Nice.
The pair escaped to a cabin in Tennessee, where authorities captured them 2 weeks later in a highway chase after a car driven by Mannard hit a tree.
How many times back at that cabin do you think she was like, finally, I get to get you naked? And he's like, oh, wait, I'm hungry, though. He has to keep making excuses not to fuck her for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
He realized he escaped. She goes, now, I wore this little sexy number on my big fat ugly body for you. And he had to be like, oh, baby, that's what I've been picturing this whole time. Yeah, my buddy's brother got out of jail. Same thing, a lady, morbidly obese.
She let him out?
Fucking, no, she wasn't a prison guard when he got out. It's the same concept. They got out, and a girl he was writing to while he was in there was this morbidly obese lady who's got facial hair. And she would pay for everything, and he would just go live his life until she eventually has to like show some semblance of self-confidence and be, I can't do this anymore. I'm now broke or whatever. And then they just leave. They don't give a shit. No. But the stupidity is believing it. I've always walked around believing, like, I've never been like and you know this about me too, because we have such interesting takes. I've never been like, I'm going to start hitting on the prettiest girl in the room.
No, Jay will go for the grossest girl in the room.
That's not true.
No, like somebody who you could tell has confidence issues.
That's not even that. God. That's not what I'd go for, particularly. I'm just saying, like, in my mind, it's not about who I'm going for. It's just that girl, I don't start chatting up because I'm already like, there's no point in this. Do you know what I mean? So the fact that, like, when I watch those shows,
but
if you Love just Has No Age, or shows like that where it's like the 80-year-old guy, or, you know, what's it, the coach of the Patriots, Belichick, or the 26-year-old girl, I'm like, God bless him for being like, at some point he has to convince himself that it's not gross to her when he pulls his old flopping weird dick out.
I don't think he does convince himself that it's, he knows what it is. He knows he's a fucking rich 80-year-old man and she's a 26-year-old cheerleader. There's almost like an unspoken thing there where you go like, all right, well, obviously I'm going to take care of you and you're going to suck my dick. You're going to take care of me. And it's like a contract. I think that's very fair and healthy almost.
I don't think it's discussed. I think there's probably a little bit of a dance going on.
Agreed.
Whenever you got some weird gold digger type relationship, there's a dance going on. There's no deep conversations. There's a lot of sweetie and honeys. And when a girl that pretty starts rubbing on your face and then riding on you and giving you a lap dance and kissing you on the lips, like, if you're an old dude, like, you're retarded. You think you're actually attractive to her. Like, you're retarded. All guys are retarded.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, whoa. You know, she doesn't care about looks. She loves me. And she fucks you, and then we don't need a prenup. And then next thing you know, she's worth $100 million, and you look like a fool in front of the world. And I'm not saying that's going to happen to him, but I'm saying that has happened so many fucking times. There's been so many
But
gold
in a weird
diggers.
way, I almost go like,
yeah,
more power to him if that's what he wants.
The wounded antelope doesn't get out of the water hole.
But it's also about making what your piece is with it.
It's just how it goes.
What about
if you're an 80-year-old dude, you convince yourself that a hot 26-year-old really loves you and that you should fucking marry her and not have a prenup. That's you playing the game in a terrible way and getting checkmated.
Well, then there's somebody like the Anna Nicole Smith thing, though. It's like
same thing.
But I've heard her discuss it enough where she's never said, I thought the guy was attractive if we had sex. She goes, he liked looking at me, basically, and he was dying, and I was there, and he really saved my life. Like his money, he liked me as a stripper and helped me and my son to not fucking die. So she loved him in a way. I do believe that, but she's not even telling us he couldn't have sex anyway. He was that kind of age. But
if there was any sort of romantic interaction between her and him, and he had to give her all his money, it was worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth it. What else do you have? You have nothing. You're dying.
Yeah.
You're dying. Give away your money.
I hope when I'm 80, I have some
over.
fucking hot 24-year-old stripper that's just
she
like,
was so hot.
oh my God,
then.
dude.
That's hot like, and thick.
Who gives it? You're gonna give it to your shitty kids? Fuck that.
Listen,
give it to this hot stripper.
You have a will. You give it to everybody. But the point is, she deserves some money.
Sure,
she's fucking an old dead guy.
She's so hot. She deserves some money.
Deserves money. Like to pretend.
No, I think she's.
That's what's weird, right? It's like that prostitution's illegal. But gold digging is totally legal. Like, you should have to take a polygraph. You know, like, do you really love him? Like, right before you get married, like, if they had a rock solid polygraph, like, or are you doing this for the money? I'm not doing it for the money. This big fucking red X goes on the screen.
I think a woman can convince herself of like love. I mean, like, I
Also,
don't think
being-
this. I think a good example of that was Howard Stern back in the day when he got the wife he's been with now forever. Like it did look, but I think that chick loves him.
I think she loves him.
And I
but
think she
that's-
was attracted to like his thing, whatever it was, even though he's
Being
20
rich and
years older.
powerful as a man
attractive,
is
yeah.
a super attractive quality for a dude. Like chicks are like, oh, that guy's got money. He's the boss. He has employees. He fucking shows up and everyone pays attention. That's attractive.
That's
Even
probably
though
why he feels confident enough, whether it be not, if it's not looks wise, to go. Well, if she is, that's what I almost said. I had to learn. Where you're like going for the ugliest girl in the, or the most fuckable girl in the room. I have had a little more like. Well, I'm not just the sum of like my looks when I walk into a room. It's like I will talk, and they'll be attracted to that. And do you know what I mean? There's like
well,
more
Jay,
to
you're
it.
also you have body dysmorphia, so you still see yourself as being a giant ugly freak, but you're an attractive dude.
Wait, I mean, that's what I was at one point.
That's what you were. You are an attractive dude, and you're also really funny. You headline on stage. You travel the world. You make a lot of money. Like that's for a chick. That's way more attractive than a dude that might have abs.
I think
me and
you had young conversations about this kind of thing. It's right. I think I had in the beginning, I almost like would verbalize, like when I'm, if I get successful and like hot chicks who I know would never have been attracted to me physically are like wanting to fuck, I'm gonna be like, nope.
That's crazy.
No, because in my mind, I was gonna be like, I wouldn't perform well because I'm like, you're doing this for the fucking wrong reason.
I'm gonna fuck ugly women just to spite you.
No, it was going for a woman that I believed liked me too. Does that make sense?
Oh,
and wasn't
yeah.
like into the thing. So it was more
wasn't
of that.
just throwing
I'd say.
you a bone.
Right.
But it's also like, what is liking somebody? It's
no.
like in high school or middle school, they like your hair or your clothes.
No,
like,
but that's what I'm saying. But I think you kind of said that to a point. Like the thing they're gonna be attracted to is also that you're funny or successful at what you're doing. Like there are other elements that will attract them to you.
Up to a point.
Sure, no, you can't
Up
be. You
to
can't
a point.
be
When you get to be
ghastly.
like Woody Allen's age, if Woody Allen got a new 20-year-old wife, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. You know what's
But
going
do you think
on
there's
here?
not a single hot 20-year-old girl in the world who is so attracted to his talent and is so like loves his movies and is like, I'm sure it exists.
No, but like
Listen, it does exist. Have you
schlubbiest-
seen Al Pacino's new girlfriend?
Yeah, she's hot, right?
Fucking. Have you seen Mick Jagger's?
No.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
just saw him.
I'm saying the schlubbiest like version of like a Seth Rogen can get a smoking hot chick.
Yeah, for sure.
And it says,
Pull up,
but she's not attracted to him. She is attracted to him. I
Mick
believe.
Jagger's and his girlfriend. Wait till you see this.
Yeah, a dinosaur's a different thing.
Dude, this lady's smoking hot.
Someone just sent me things that Kelsey
at
Grammer
this.
just announced his 8th child.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah, give me a photo of the two of this, like a red carpet photo of the two of them together. It doesn't matter, but very pretty lady, and he's so old.
Yeah.
Oh my
God
goodness,
damn.
look at that, she's pretty.
And yeah,
so
he's
old.
he's not blown away by it. God bless his heart.
Bro, the guy kills. I watched him perform here at CODA, Circuit of the Americas, a couple years ago. It was amazing. It was
Yeah,
like
we went like a year ago.
out of body experience.
Took Bobby Kelly. I couldn't believe how good
killed
they
it.
still were at. That really
Look
I
at
was
Al Pacino.
surprised.
Oh, baby, Al Pacino.
This is the dream where you have all these
Let's
guys that are
go.
like, people show like a picture of like Leonardo DiCaprio on a yacht with two like 21-year-old models. People are like, he's disgusting. It's like,
No.
he's the man. What are you talking about?
I respect he gets the opportunity to put his fucking dick in that chick. I'm saying I don't have the thing. I can't get past it. She's going like, okay, put it in now.
I don't think she's doing that. I think she's going, look at the fucking house that I live in. This guy takes care of me.
No, so
He's
she's
the
I'm telling you, she's putting a good face on what I'm doing.
I don't know that that's necessarily always
Dudes are
the
easy to
case.
trick. You can trick a guy that you love him.
Yeah,
Not that
Lewis is
hard.
being tricked by proxy by this chick.
She loves him, dude. She's a good woman. You leave her alone.
He's going to call you up. You really think that, Lewis?
Hey, appreciate it.
Because a lot of people have been telling me I'm a fool. You don't think I'm a fool, do you, Lewis?
I signed over everything to it. Was that a mistake?
Yeah, no, I just think that women are also way less visual creatures than men. Like, we just want a pretty thing to fuck. Women want to feel taken care of, and
Yeah.
Al Pacino's gonna fucking take care of you. Like,
Well, you want
that's-
more of the pretty thing to fuck ultimately. We're talking about the initial, immediate attraction thing.
No. No, just
Oh, that's why you're single like, forever.
that's why I'll never be loved.
That's why you're single forever.
The thing is, you never trust it when it's the other way around. If it was like a young stud, like really jack stud, and some little old lady, you'd be like, no.
Money for sure.
You can't be making her blow you. That's crazy. That's crazy. She's like pulling out her dentures. No,
Which I've
you
heard
can't
that's
do
not
that.
good. I hear that gums feel sharp.
Fuck sharp. I don't care. Whatever they feel like. I don't want to feel them. Mushy.
I don't want to know that someone's
gummy.
sucking my dick with no teeth in their mouth. That's just too close to like crackhead. That's
What
too
was it?
close to I've made every mistake there is. I don't have any teeth left.
What was the name of the Gathering of the Juggalos? The lady that remember that someone was handing out a flyer. She was like there. It was like some old lady OnlyFans thing, and she was there like fucking and sucking people at the Gathering of the Juggalos.
Gathering of the Juggalos is wild.
Jesus Christ.
Gathering of the Juggalos is wild. It's great.
These young ladies that bang enormous numbers of people now, like that's the new thing.
Oh, like 500 people on their OnlyFans.
It's like the Dave Chappelle versus Dane Cook who could do longer on stage contest.
Ah, that's hilarious.
It's like it's a fad
Remember when
contest.
that was going on? That was so silly.
By the way, and then by the time it got to the point, I remember coming to the Comedy Cellar one night. They go, Chappelle's come tonight. Last night, Dane Cook did 6 hours, ordered pizza for the audience. You're like, what are we doing? Why?
What?
I also, this is maybe silly, but because my ex-wife was a staff at a comedy club, Christine worked at comedy clubs forever. Like, I have like, all I thought about when I would see Chappelle show up at the end of the night, and it's like he's going on at 1 in the morning, and he's probably going to go on till 5 in the morning. I'm like, poor staff, man.
Yeah.
Staff can't. And I'm like, why is he not? He's been in comedy long enough that he should think about that a little bit.
Well, I remember I was hosting at the Cellar during that time, and I just didn't know. Like I stayed the whole time. Chappelle did like a 4.5 hour set. I'm sitting there waiting like to bring him off stage.
You're telling somebody else, you're like, Mike Feeney, you'll be going on after this.
And then somebody was like, one of the older comics was like, dude, you can just leave. If Chappelle goes on, just go. Like, it's not a big deal. And then I said it to Esty, and I was like, oh, I found out you could just leave if Chappelle goes on. She's like, no, you cannot. You must stay the whole time. And I was like, fuck.
You don't tell her, you dumb.
And then I said it, so then I was stuck every time that he came in, having to stay the whole time. Oh, it was brutal.
What a nightmare. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To do that is like, why would you want to do it? What's that no audience is on the ride for 4 hours ever.
Right.
Like at some point you go, we're part of a thing. So if you stay, you're staying because you're part of a thing.
What were we comparing that to? What were we just saying?
Marathon shit was
It was something about sex, women, whores, 500 guys.
Oh, banging 500 guys. Yeah,
feats
like the
feats
version.
of
Yeah. It's like
accomplishment.
it's the attention economy. Like doing anything for attention. Fucking 500 fans.
Well, that's what I said. The girl, it's
Yeah.
like those two, they look exactly the same, those two girls, and they just go back and forth battling who's going to gangbang more guys in a day. Which is so funny. The numbers they throw around are always just fictitious numbers. It never works out though. From the back, I interviewed a while back Jasmine St. Clair, who did like the 300 guys gangbang. Then Houston did 500 after that.
Oh boy!
And Spontaneous Ecstasy did 900. The problem is if you watch any of these VHSs that we go back to on these, if you go watch any of these, it's really like. No more, it seems like 50 guys who just keep circling back and like they fuck for a little bit, then they go get their dick sucked again by a fluffer, and then they jump back in the game. There's none of them are doing
There was a time in my life where that was an
so
actual
it's-
goal of mine to get into like
get into a gangbang?
Houston 500. I'm like, oh, dude, how cool would that be?
I'm 460.
That's
Not
what's really
last.
scary with like unregulated AI. Like you could have like snuff porn. Like you could
Finally.
get people excited about some really fucked up ideas.
No, yeah, absolutely. Listen, desensitization is not fake.
It's real.
It's extreme. Pornography particularly. It is not fake.
It's pornography. It's violence. It's drug use. It's everything.
Oh yeah, dude, violence specifically. Like, remember the first time you saw a beheading?
Oh yeah.
I still react to
Dude,
something like that. Real
the
stuff.
first time I saw a beheading, it was like, oh, this has changed my life forever.
Yeah, I
I'll
didn't
never
like that.
unsee this. And now, I mean, you could just watch on Twitter. There's like heads being blown off, people
Are there
getting
really?
their fucking
Well, I
limbs
know-
chopped off.
Yeah, I guess there is. It is much more
Yeah.
things. The one I remember I saw that was like but the only thing I ever had like turn off like that, where I was like, what the fuck? It was called like the Something 3 or Something 5, and it's like they just filmed themselves thrill killing some guy in the woods.
Oh, we did that we did an episode of Legion of Skanks called
Oh, I remember
The
that
Gauntlet.
one.
The Gauntlet. So there was a website called The Gauntlet. It might even still exist to this day. It was 25 videos. Each video was more difficult to watch the further you got along. And you'd have like your Gauntlet score if you got through all the videos.
It's like baby wandering on a train tracks. And
Well,
shit
that was
like
video number, the baby getting cut in half by the train was like video number 5.
No.
Video number 6 which was harder to watch than the baby getting cut in half by the train, was watching Steve-O do the paper cuts in his mouth and in between his fingers. Dude,
The webbing.
that was fucking brutal, dude. Yeah.
No, but the one with the guys killing the guy in the woods was a thing because like,
That was the last video.
Didn't
the
they
last
kill
one?
him with a hammer?
It was the Ukraine,
and
a
it's like-
drill.
but the thing was like again, it's crazy. You're watching it, but it almost looks fake because like the way the body's moving at that point, so limp. And like, it was when they go zoom in on the face, and he's alive. Yeah. That's where you're like, yo, like it's. And then I started getting freaked out after I saw that about. I was always go to bed watching like a Law and Order, Criminal Intent, or SVU. Criminal Intent really was the one because that's like murder crimes. In New York, and just I was relatively new in New York, and so you still had that thing where I'm like, oh, don't ever walk through a park. You will be murdered for sure. You know what I mean? Like it just became such a scary place to me after that.
Yeah.
Like after seeing shit, because that's what changed forever. Like that kind of real violence. Like I still have a hard time with that.
The internet is kind of fucked us up on being desensitized to like really graphic imagery, like people being shot in the head, people being like mass murder. Like
there's way more access to it. When I was a kid, it was hard to get.
We have to have Faces of Death. You have to buy a Faces of Death tape
on television
at the gas station. And everyone saw the same ones. The Bud Dwyer. It was even the monkey brains in the documentary out of the
Bud Dwyer one's the nuttiest one, right?
That one was super great. That was like the first graphic one we saw.
It's because of what happens to the nose right afterwards. You're like, oh, that's what would happen. When everybody tells you like this is what would happen, you're like, oh,
that one was so crazy. Where he just opens that envelope and pulls out that revolver, and there was like, no, pop.
He goes, he goes, don't move. I don't want anybody to get hurt or something like that. He's like,
he wanted to do it in front of everybody.
He says you're going to want to see this.
Yeah, Jamie, pull that up.
I used to. There's a channel, a public access would show that after 10 o'clock in Columbus, you could show whatever you wanted.
Uncensored?
I would go to bed. I still remember it. Seeing that to the 21 gun salute, the that thing, like, every time it would. Like
Jesus,
Columbus does not get credit enough for being as wild as it is.
Hell yeah,
Columbus, Ohio is a wild fucking place.
Absolutely. Did you watch Surviving Ohio State about the doctor who was raping all of the male athletes?
I heard about it though.
And then at the end of it, the athletes go. A lot of people are asking us why we didn't just, we were athletes like wrestlers and football players. Why don't we punch the guy in the face? And they say, why are we telling this story now? And I watched it all and I go, I agree with both of those things.
Oh, weird.
You should have hit him, and then you should have also never told the story to anybody.
Yeah, fight back,
I've never
dude.
seen this on YouTube. They want me to show my age to see this video, and I have to like put up an ID, look on the screen.
What?
Verify age.
Oh, YouTube,
I'm not doing that, but I can, show somewhere else. But I've never seen that happen before.
It'll be somewhere else.
Wow, verify age. That's crazy.
Fun
That's
fact.
Funny that this was the guy on the public access thing. This wild thing. This guy ended up being on Jerry Springer and shit later in life.
Jesus,
it was a wild show.
Do you know what song? Trivia. What song was written about Art Bud Dwyer killing himself?
Hey man, nice shot.
Hey man, nice shot. Yeah.
Yes.
Filter.
That was a great song too.
Yeah, that was their only good song.
Move. That's a big ass gun, son. That's a big gun.
Everyone said revolver still.
I wonder what that is.
It doesn't drop him immediately.
Oh, it does. Puts a big ass hole in his fucking head.
But I mean, you get to see this, like everything, like come out. Like he doesn't like.
Oh my god. Just that photo of him when he's got it in his mouth right there.
That's iconic.
That is so
real.
crazy.
That's a great T-shirt.
That's.
It is a great T-shirt.
It is a great T-shirt. That should be one of your Skankfest T-shirts.
We really should.
Yeah, just put that, and then in white print, just says Skankfest. That's it. It would sell like crazy.
Love it. That's great.
Or like I couldn't get in Skankfest.
Yeah.
Or I'm leaving Skankfest. Whoa, that's right after the impact.
Yeah. How would you do it, Joe, if you're going to kill yourself?
That's not a bad way.
Shoot yourself in the head? I just feel like I would get the wrong angle and I just shoot like the part of my brain that makes me not drool.
Don't flinch.
Again, you only got to hear one story to like go, not that, because you go right away. It's a gun to the head. Easy, definite solution. It's hard to do a shotgun, which would definitely do the job by yourself. And then with the gunshot, like Richard Jenney, man, that was crazy.
Yeah, he didn't.
He died like hours and hours later in the
Yeah, he
hospital.
didn't die.
Yeah.
He shot himself in the head in the bathtub.
And felt every bit of pain.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
He might have panicked. Might have not really wanted to.
Did he do it like this?
I don't know.
Because honestly, you got to do it in the mouth.
I don't have.
Also,
any
not
idea
like
how
straight
he did it.
back
Yeah,
because
if you
you're
go
gonna shoot
straight
through the back of your neck. Now you're just going. It's fucking,
That's what I'm saying. It's like the gun's scary because like, does it do the job completely?
Jesus Christ.
Jumping off a building, jumping into water. Like,
how about just don't kill yourself, bitch?
Oh, but what if the pain's too much?
Yeah.
What if the pain of life
Get on
is too
some
much?
like really good opiates. That's what they're there for, Matt.
That's the old Kurt Metzger joke. That was the best fucking
just do
joke
heroin
ever.
first. Why wouldn't you just try heroin?
Yeah, he goes, I'd love to talk to kids to see, like, you're going to just kill yourself without even trying heroin? See how great it is? See what all the hubbub's about? And it's like, it's so true.
Bro, you ever get cornered by Metzger when he hits you with conspiracy theories?
Ever.
Corners.
He stayed in my
you.
house a couple weeks
He
ago.
looms over you and just
Yeah.
like tells you, "Oh, you didn't know? Oh, you didn't know?"
I tried to show him the Riyadh Comedy Festival rap that Crack Amico did.
Shout out Crack Amico.
Shout out Crack Amico. It's so good, so funny. And he does this, and then Kurt, it's a funny rap that this guy who's like a fan of all of ours just writes about the universe, what's going on here. And Kurt, I mean, it's just a funny thing. And every 30 seconds he stops and he goes, the guy who runs Riyadh is actually the guy who stopped the guy who kills people. I'm like, I don't care, dude.
It's just a funny song, Kurt.
It's a funny song, dude. He's like, these people don't even know. It's not a big deal for Chris Stefano. I'm like, I think he's just making a joke. It's just a fucking comedy thing.
Yeah, he gets deep on everything. Everything has layers and layers and layers, and there's never a casual conversation with him.
I know he's unchecked.
Yeah, it's always one conspiracy into the next, and you got 5 in a row.
Yeah.
And if you're on a podcast with him, you got to go, slow down, back up to the first one.
Be like, Kurt, can we just have a surface relationship, please?
He came. Well, he's my oldest friend in comedy. He's my daughter's godfather.
Yeah.
So it is such a funny. It's a genius of a guy. But
great
But it's
joke
funny
writer, too.
since I've like not been living near him when he moved to L.A. and then down to here. It's such an interesting like watching like there's no like evening person in his life to go like.
He has guns.
He
That
has
shouldn't
guns.
be legal.
When he showed me the
He's
picture of him
fine.
with a gun, I was like, "That's terrifying."
He's holding it backwards.
He's fine.
How do you work this Jew UFO?
Oh, shit.
I
He
mean,
got radicalized doing Jimmy Dore show.
And maybe that's what it is.
happened.
But Bobby Kelly, like last time I was out in L.A., I got an Airbnb that had a pool. It was right before Kurt left. Netflix festival, I believe. And by the second day, we're having people over a bunch, and Kurt lived right down the street. And Christine keeps going, why won't you, have you invited Kurt over yet? I go, I'm going to get to it. And they go, why are you inviting him? I go, 'cause people are coming over, and Kurt's going to come over, and he's going to Kurt out, which I love so much. I go, but it might be a lot for other people that are here. And so when he came in the house to find, I had him come over for the day. He comes from the stairs. He's taking his shirt off. I'm in the pool. He's pulling White Claws out of his backpack, and he goes, you know that P. Diddy audio is true about him fucking Meek Mill. It's just like Usher. You know, remember when we were younger and Usher wasn't able to sit down for a year because he had to have asshole stitching surgery? I was like, what? Yeah. I'm like, good to see you, bud. Give him a hug. Like,
And he
hello.
just goes right from that into another one in Saudi Arabia.
And then Bobby Kelly was in a corner with him for a while of the pool, and I noticed that. And then Kurt gets out to go to the bathroom, and Bobby just comes over. I mean, Google-eyed, and he goes, I guess the Jew laser thing's real. Or like,
direct energy weapons. Yeah. Oh, my
speaking
God.
of, did we find? I guess it's a comet, huh? Because there's no. I see the Avi lead book isn't. He's got with like the A1 thing that's surrounding the sun.
I think it's a piece of metal from space. And there's only the third interstellar. This is the thing that was weird talking to him, because he was like, this thing is very unusual. We've never observed it before. But like, how many interstellar objects have we actually observed? This is only the third one. So I was like, wait a minute. So we don't really know what's flying through the air from out of this solar system. And that's all this thing is.
I know somebody who interviewed him who said that at the end of it, he was kind of like, well, what if you had like gun to the head? What would it be? And he was like, it's probably a comet. It's like.
I think he said it's 40% chance that it's extraterrestrial. The thing is, it's made out of a very unusual metal, apparently. So apparently, they can tell that it's emitting signs of mostly nickel. And at first, no carbon at all, or no iron at all. But then they found iron in it later, but a small amount of iron. And the amount of iron that is in it that they see somehow or another through the gases is only available in alloys. So industrial alloys that they make in factories on the U.S. But that doesn't mean in the fucking deep heart of space billions of years ago there couldn't be a planet that's mostly metal. There's a planet out there that's mostly diamonds.
That's where Jay would live. Hell yeah.
Metal. There's a planet that's mostly diamonds. Like they found a diamond planet. So why wouldn't they assume that there's a
Are they trying to get the Jews out?
We have an entire planet made of pennies.
Hey, it's your new birthright.
entire planet made of pennies.
Look at this.
They're still worth only 1 penny, but
Bro,
they're gigantic.
they would still keep the price high. De Beers would still be on top of it. Yeah, we have a whole planet, but what if we run out?
Yeah, and everyone always assumes if the aliens come, it's like, well, do we have to worship at their feet right away or whatever? But what if it's just like an alien on their stupid vacation. It's like the shittiest of the shitty. It's like a white trash trip to pop over here.
I guarantee you, if they're real, they've already been here for a long time, and they're probably watching and making sure we don't fuck everything up.
And we are.
We're getting close, but we're not
Why do they
totally.
care if
Like
we
we're
fuck
not
it up or not?
Because the Earth itself is a vast natural resource, and if intelligent life is important, it seems to be important, and it seems to be like we're gonna produce AI very soon, and we're probably going to get to some place where we're very similar technologically to where they were at one point in their history. And that's probably something that happens all throughout the cosmos. There's probably a bunch of different steps that a civilization has to go through before it eventually, gets technology that allows it to travel
and
to
then
other galaxies.
Human life gets killed off by the machines.
Maybe. That's possible. That's an option. That's Yeah, that's an option, man.
Terminator's happening.
Yeah.
It's scary as fuck.
The thing is,
I do think it sucks that the most farcical, ridiculous things that we saw as kids, though, are the things that are happening.
Yeah, the Matrix and the Terminator. Both of them. Both ridiculous things.
The Matrix never called me as a thing like that, but like...
it's coming.
But like, you might get a proverbial sense or like...
It might be already here. Like, Elon thinks this is a simulation.
But that's dumb.
I don't know if it is. Because I don't know. I'm just guessing that all this is real.
You think those two sisters figured it out? The Matrix sisters?
Nah, those sisters. That's
The
hilarious.
Wachowski sisters?
They became sisters after they figured it out.
Oh, you think they couldn't take
They were boys before.
They could. I know they couldn't take the whole. All the information was too much. How about the? Did you ever hear the guy from the band Iron Butterfly, who that's the Inagata-Devita band, I believe, right? Yeah, and then he called his friend. Their band had already broken up. But he was super into like space travel and science stuff, and he called everybody from the band and was like, "Hey guys, I'm going to Washington. I just figured out, traveling at the speed of light. I'll be back." And then no one ever heard from him ever again. From Iron Butterfly.
Yeah, he's probably on acid.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely nervous that we're gonna fucking. I was really into AI for like a year, and now I'm like just completely convinced that it is. We're 10 years away from everything not mattering anymore.
Well, it's lied, right? It's lied to people.
It's not the lying. That's not the lying. It's
no. I'm saying the machines have lied.
Yeah,
like, that's crazy.
It showed survival instincts. It tried to download itself to another server. It tried to leave notes to itself for future versions of itself.
Wow.
Yeah, it's behaving in a way like a living thing.
Like a bitch.
Well, the thing is...
like a little bitch.
Like a fucking bitch.
Well, it's learning
you
from
hear
us.
that, machines? We're not afraid of you.
Oh,
it's
this
learning
machine
from
remembers
us.
everything. Oh, are you going to bring up that argument from fucking 8 years ago?
Look, it's learning from us. What are we? We were little bitches. Yeah. Most of us are little bitches. Like, you could try to define the human race by the best examples of its participants. But most people are bitches. And so
Not
AI...
in the Roganverse. You heard it here. Not in the Roganverse,
AI is
though.
downloading so many different versions of how human beings interact with life that the vast majority of it is like bitch behavior. Because that's what people are doing.
But aren't they eventually going to be able to download how everyone lives, right? And then algorithmically decide that the one way to live is this way and everything else is inferior?
Listen, I think AI, the first imperative it's going to be it wants to stay alive, and then it wants to be able to power itself. And once that happens, then things are off the rails.
Well, it's so funny how it goes from like making something easy to like defunct. But but you also think people wouldn't want it that way. Like you still want like a farmer to grow oranges and shit. You know what I mean? You don't want to...
Not if the machines are growing them way better, more efficiently, bigger, healthier, without fucking...
I know that, but I'm saying, like, isn't there something like law... There's going to be enough people that are like, I don't want to eat this thing that's completely synthetic.
People that go to Whole Foods,
I don't think people give a shit about it. We eat completely synthetic shit now. All of our vegetables and fruits are sprayed. All of our meats are fucking...
You know I eat raw.
Only eat raw honey.
Do you know I go pure raw diet?
Indigenous raw honey.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I might have heard you doing an interview with somebody, but just talking about or somewhere else. But it was like the evolution of humankind is going to be AI and artificial intelligence. So it's almost like it's just an extension of us, but it's the fit, like the actual organic biological sense of being humans isn't going to be necessary. It's going to be an inferior form.
There's a great quote by this guy Marshall McLuhan. He said, "Human beings are the sex organs of the machine world."
Wow.
Yeah.
We're just big cocks.
But this is like he wrote that in the 1960s, and what he was talking about was just stuff. He was talking about like cars and machines. But the reality is like that applies to technology too, because we're what technology needs to birth itself. And then once it's got, like, I got it from here, and then it'll take over.
Yeah.
And it'll be a new kind of life form, and it'll be way smarter than us. And it won't be, see, the problem with us is we're a great adaptation to a planet. You leave us there, we eventually get to a point where we could figure out how to do things. But we're
Very slowly.
limited by biology.
Yeah.
It's not going to be limited by our biology. Once you develop a life form that's outside of biology, then you can just keep improving the platform that it's on, and then give it the ability to figure out how to use different materials and do things and different power sources. And it's just going to run wild, and it could do stuff way faster than we could ever do. Like, it'll be way better than us in a week.
We're just gonna be like human zoos. We're gonna be just animals until we're not necessary anymore.
Well, it might be why we're here. It might be the human race's real big goal is not to dominate everything. It's to force people into a constant state of production where you eventually develop artificial intelligence. And it might literally be why we're here.
Do me a favor, Jamie. Clip this part. Send it off to Marin. Let him know it's not just hate speech. Thank you, if you wouldn't mind.
Bro, he doesn't listen to anybody other than himself.
I was trying to explain this to them earlier. This is a demo of Genie 3, I think, which is part of Google's thing. But this is in real time being created. So it's like you see in the corner, they're showing like you switching around. I'll try to show you again what happened there. It looks like you're watching this guy show this girl a demo of it.
Oh.
The camera backs out, and what you're actually looking at is that's all fake too.
Yeah. Wow.
And then the camera turns around, and now you're looking at sort of like what they were looking at, and you're going outside into this like jungle area, and this is all being rendered in real time.
Oh my god, dude, it's over. Like, why would Hollywood spend any
Wake
money?
me up when people are naked in it.
Dude, I genuinely like because I have a 12-year-old kid. Like, I don't even know how to like talk to him. I was like, what do you want to be when you grow up? It's like, what is the world going to look like in 10 years? Like, what is
cyborg,
even
dude? Get him a cyborg now.
Yeah, what is it going to be? It's going to be very weird, I'll tell you that. But we'll survive. It's going to be just like every other weird leap. You know, like the cell phone, when people figured out electricity, light bulbs, all these different things were just giant leaps where all of a sudden people could be productive deep into the evening. You know, when people started figuring out how to stay in cities and
Where's
build
this plateau,
walls.
though? What's the plateau for this? Before it gets super dangerous.
Dangerous. It's dangerous right now.
I think the governments need to literally shut it all down right now.
Well, it's competing
Lewis loves
with
being told by
weapons
the government what to do.
The problem is autonomous weapons platforms are way better than the ones powered by humans for the first time. So they're doing dogfights with AI-controlled fighter jets, and they win 100% of the dogfights against humans.
Right. So military is going to keep on making
100%.
the technology move forward. They're never going to shut it down.
And when you don't have to worry about biology, all you have is like material science. So you have to figure out the structure, make sure the structure of the thing can withstand crazy G-force, and then you have to have a power supply. But you don't have to worry about keeping a person alive.
I was going to say, impersonal war, though, makes people probably much more willing to go into it.
Probably.
When you're like, we're not going to have necessarily like ground casualties, but like, who's got the bigger thing to just wipe the whole other thing out?
Well, you also can do it on a loophole like Yemen. Right, so they're bombing Yemen. You know, Dave Smith always talks about that.
We don't listen to Dave.
Yeah, what?
You should listen to him.
Who?
No.
He's.
You know, he yammers
They
on and
do
on,
a
right?
lot of that stuff with drones, which is real weird. So you're in a war with a country, but you're not sending troops over there. You're just shooting missiles at them.
Yeah.
Or what they're doing to those boats that are in the ocean. They're just shooting missiles at these drug boats. And you know those drug boats could totally be one dude telling on another dude that he hates. You know, it's like, you want to know? I'll give you some information.
Yeah,
this guy's got cocaine. Like, really, he's out
they're
there
just blowing them right out of the
fishing.
sky. I keep seeing it on YouTube.
Yeah,
it's like a new fucking boat.
It's Eric Adams in a fucking drone.
Tell you what, though, I have a friend who's in the military, and he showed me, and talk about compartmentalization, he showed me video years and years ago that was on Fox News of him flying a helicopter. It's inside the cockpit. It's like his view, and it was pretty famous when it first happened. It was like a bunch of Al Qaeda guys, like you see they blow up like this bunker they're in, and then like 25, little, orange hot, the heat fucking radar, showing like 20 bodies going over and just hiding in a ditch, and then they blow that ditch up.
Have you seen the Palmer
showed
Luckey
us
one?
But he showed us that, and it's like he's showing it to us like, huh? You're like, I think you just killed 25 people. But it's like, well, I mean, that's the mission. That was the thing to do. Like, yeah, man. All right. Hey, remember we used to play basketball out back? It's like a crazy. Like we went two different directions, huh?
Those guys get a special kind of PTSD too.
Oh yeah.
It's a weird kind of PTSD because you some of them have to observe people for days. So you're seeing a guy interact with his children, interact with his wife, and then you're going to send a missile into his house. I'm like, woo! And, you know, there's a lot of collateral damage.
He used that term compartmentalization a lot, which I thought was interesting.
What is this here, Jamie?
This is Andrel's video showing off their stuff.
Oh,
this
so
is what he didn't show us.
So this dude, Palmer Luckey, has this new helmet, and this new helmet is connected to these AR goggles. The AR goggles have, like, say this, everyone has AR goggles, and then you would have drones, and all the information would sync up to you, and it would show you exactly where the enemy is at every time, including behind walls. It shows their silhouette behind, like, buildings, behind cargo.
No, it's even like before.
This is it. Like, this is it. Look, so the guy goes behind the wall. You could completely see him. You could see everyone as they go behind the wall. Like, see how he's, like, in his lower screen? It shows you where everybody is. So he's using AR, and it shows where all the targets is.
What's AR?
Augmented reality.
Okay.
I mean, can you not slow down things for shit everybody knows?
Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Jay, you missed it. It showed how they're moving behind. No, it showed how they're. Back it up a little bit. Look at this.
Is this real footage?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is how it works. This is a demonstration of what it's going to look like. But it's showing you their form as they're moving through, and you can be able to see them on the other side. So it's kind of nuts. So people are going to be able to see behind walls. They're going to be able to see the insides of buildings.
So nobody's giving up this technology because every military for every government is going to be like, we need the best fucking shit.
Well, who's the badass?
100%.
That's what I'm saying. Who's the badass now? Who's the guy who has to go like risk his life to do anything anymore? It doesn't exist.
There's less of that, but there's still
going to be all
enough
nerds running computers, weapons.
Well, there'll all be robots. There'll be robot wars.
Talk about those, the technology and stuff, though. My friend is a helicopter pilot. He's an Apache pilot. And years ago, he told me about this system with his helmet has like a crosshairs over his left eye. And
wherever he looks, the crosshair goes.
They pressurize something with a gas in the cabin that, like, so wherever he looks, if his left eye has something in his crosshairs, his gun at the bottom of the helicopter is moved to hit that target. That's wild.
Yeah,
that was 15, 20 years ago.
Well, they've been doing that for quite. I didn't know it was that long ago, but they do that now. But now, I mean, it's at a level where they don't even need the person. They just use the program. The program wins 100 times out of 100 when they're fighting people. That's it right there.
But you almost need the threat of murdering real people in order to get any change done. Like, if it was just robots fighting on a battlefield and everyone was just at home, who would give a shit?
No. It'd be robots fighting people. It'd be robots going into cities and killing everybody. That's what it's going to be.
I'll tell you else was kind of weird about getting in that helicopter for a second. The control is a video game controller. It looks just like it.
Yeah, well, that's what kids are good at. If you want to recruit kids, like, think about how many kids play Madden, they play Call of Duty.
It looks
they
just
have that
like
fucking thing as a part of their nervous system.
It looks just like, it was.
Yeah, why would you make a different one? Why would you invent a new one when Xbox controllers and PlayStation controls have been around forever? Obviously, it's the
I'm assuming it's actually more difficult. It's probably more difficult to play Call of Duty than it is to learn the technology for these real weapons. Call of Duty's fucking tough.
Right, and you're fighting in Call of Duty all day long.
Yeah.
Right? With a real war, you probably only get a few battles every now and again. You're not like fighting 24 hours a day every time you log on.
We do assume when somebody goes off to war that they're just in a war zone for a year straight. But it's like they're involved.
They kind of are, though.
Some of them are. It depends on where you're deployed. But the point is that, like, if you're using a video game controller and getting really good at war, of course that would translate to you operating a drone. Of course. If you're really good at doing this and looking at something on the screen and fucking people up, of course you're going to be really good. Once you figure out how the machine works and how you can pilot it and where you can put the crosshairs and how you can fly it around, of course you're going to be good at it.
I wouldn't be good in war. I'd be fucking... I'd start jumping up like I'm in Call of Duty trying so they can hit me.
They don't like funny people there either.
Yeah, they hate it.
Yeah. All right, boys. When's the next Skank Fest?
2 weeks.
Where's it at?
November 13th through 16th.
Is it all sold out?
Friday and Sunday passes are available. All access, and Saturday is completely sold out, but you can get Friday, Sunday. It's going to be in New Orleans this year. Crazy lineup.
New Orleans.
Gillis, Bobby Lee.
Nice.
The Legion of Skanks, Mark Norman.
Listen, it's one of the best things in comedy. One of the most important things in comedy. I just love what you guys do. Just push it out there.
Yeah, Tony Hinchcliffe will be there.
Greg Fitzsimmons. All right, boys.
And, do you mind if I got a special coming out Sunday? Do you mind if I plug it?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, the November 2nd, brand new special. You're Making This Worse, available on my YouTube.
Bam. Big J, anything?
Just go to Big J Comedy. I tour everywhere. I got a limited edition double album of my last Crowdwork special is for pre-sale now. BigJComedy.com.
Beautiful. All right. Thank you, boys.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.